is up, everybody? Welcome to your regularly scheduled programming on Thursday, November 12th. It is Two Beers Deep, brought to you by Thoughts from the Bench. I am one of your regularly scheduled co-hosts, Greg, and today, Two Beers Deep is live from the Union Fitness Studios located on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. Union Fitness is more than a traditional gym. It is a place where you can transform yourself inside and out. With a variety of classes based around fitness, yoga, strength, and performance training. At Union Fitness, they believe that it is their duty to hold themselves and their clients to a higher standard. They practice what they preach and uphold the values that make Union Fitness the community that it is. Go to unionfitness.com today to sign up for a consultation. Through Union, there is strength. And let's continue on with the show and bring in the producer for today, my other co-host, Deke.
What's up, Greg?
What is up, bud? How are you?
I'm good.
You good?
You know what? I'm going to miss, I don't think we appreciated what we had the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was nice having just me and you here, kind of.
Like, this makes sense.
Yeah,
this is
it
comfortable.
does.
This
it feels
is fun.
good, you know?
Yeah.
You know? It's almost like two voices are plenty, but when you add a third, stuff gets a little crazy.
I contemplated right in this current moment in time of doing something.
What did you contemplate?
Greg reading an ad. Damn, we've come a long way. Yes, we have, Smalls. What's up, buddy? I contemplated a prank.
Okay.
Didn't do it, so I'm going to write that down into the pile of Post-it notes of adult things I did for the company while Josh was gone.
Look at you.
Didn't.
That's improved. Although put
Pull
it in a book of ideas to
prank.
have moving forward.
Oh,
Though.
for sure.
Yeah,
Honestly,
absolutely. Yeah.
The one I got from last night is just a note that says boobs.
Okay.
Because there were boobs in the movie that I did not talk about during the show.
Yeah. Boobs are always a good thing, though.
We've come a long way, Smalls.
That is true. We have come a long way. I mean, we still talk about boobs every now and then, but yeah, that's just what it is.
That note is not important.
Yeah, boobs are pretty great. Just
Boobs are
throwing that out there.
Amazing. Did make fun of Austin's sex talk where he said, Austin says sex makes him nauseous one episode. I did not read that one live on there. You're welcome, Austin. And then
oh, God.
Josh said that at one point he didn't get what he wanted from her as an actress. And I did not
I feel so bad for his girlfriend.
make a Harvey Weinstein joke.
Okay, good for that.
So,
I feel bad for his girlfriend now.
So, I'm doing really well. I didn't talk about any of that on air.
Good for you, man.
Thank you.
You're maturing in such a great way.
I'm trying.
Trying.
What do we got, Greg?
We got a lot to talk about today, Deke. We got the Masters. We got the NBA draft coming up. Some other free agency news, especially some trade rumors, perhaps. Naturally. We got a Steelers preview this weekend going up against Joe Burrow, that boy from LSU, and the Cincinnati Bengals, and also some other NFL news. We got an action-packed show today, I would say.
That we absolutely do. And to have an action-packed show, there's one thing we need to do, Greg.
Well, before we do that, I think we should also plug in some charity stuff that we're doing for this page. Guys, make sure to follow along and donate to our Movember page. It is across all of our social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff. Anything you donate directly to the page will go directly to the organization that is responsible for charity work with regards to a lot of issues, whether it be mental health, whether it be prostate cancer research.
Yeah, I do apologize to Josh because I said that it wasn't for cancer, it was for mental health awareness, but it is about all male things.
All
so
male things. Prostate
is in there as well.
Everything that you could possibly check out. That is why everyone on Thoughts from the Bench is growing out their facial hair for this month.
Some guys cheated. Some guys started the month with a mustache. Other guys are.
I completely.
Au naturel.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous because I got a wedding to go to at the end of the month, and I'm still gonna have a really ugly beard to rock at this. I gotta apologize to my friend.
If you want to be a segue king, speaking of ugly beards, we have a very easy transition into the realm of happiness at this point. Greg, do you want to tell the people why?
Should we?
Could it be Ryan V says nice stash, Greg?
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, go ahead, Greg.
Nah, you do it.
No,
I'm not doing it.
I'm the producer. You're the host.
Segue into it. We got someone that is joining us who also has a lovely, lovely facial hair to join in. By the way, did you crack a beer? What the hell?
You handed me the beer.
Oh, you're still finishing the other one. Never mind.
Yeah, no, this is.
Sorry.
No, relax.
All right, I was like, what the hell?
No, God dang it.
That was very rude.
God dang it, Bobby.
Sorry, I'm a little jumpy. Happens.
Who else is jumpy? Me with the button for transition because this is taking way too long.
Sorry. Someone has joined us from California. Our producer.
How's your avocado toast and your universal health care and stuff?
How are all the taxes out there? LA.
More like loser. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
no audio on
Wha-
Josh. All right,
yeah.
hey Josh, you want to do that whole intro again? Greg didn't tell me there was no audio.
well, I heard him completely, so my
Oh
fault.
wow! I got to get rid of the note card where I said didn't pull prank.
Ah.
Well, sorry guys. There goes the didn't pull
there
prank.
goes. It happens.
Oh, it's down the
we
drain.
apologize.
I was so close to having this post-it note for Josh when he got back to show him that I didn't pull a prank on him.
But
Aw. So let's try. Hold on. Let's do that again.
let's
So-
try that
alright,
one
yeah,
more
okay.
time. Let's do a redo.
We
shall
have
we?
a very special guest this evening.
Do tell us who is our special guest?
Josh Elsa.
What from California?
What's up, Josh?
Now I'm definitely not coming back.
Shout out to Ty. I just had no idea the audio wasn't. I mean,
we honestly didn't. That was just that was an error prank apparently on our part.
it wasn't. It was actually an error.
Josh,
prank
we
for
worked
what it's
ourselves
worth,
into a
Josh.
shoot on that one. I
'Cause
apologize.
I was trying to edit something that I had messed up that we talked about for the show while doing the intro, and it wasn't there. So wink, wink. But I still ripped up the post-it note. Josh, where do you currently reside?
Well, I'm at a private lake in California. It's called Lake Arrowhead. You have to be pulling in at least $500,000 a year just to even walk on the grounds. You can see behind me
Well, or
Just
have a
picturesque.
giant emergency.
yeah, that's true too.
mountains. You know, they deliver beer to my house every day and
Ah,
a crisp
wow.
bagel. You know, it's
They
really
deliver
just
the beer in a crisp bagel.
no with a crisp
With a-
bagel,
yes,
smart
yes,
ass.
yes,
Ah, okay.
Yes. Well, I can't hear you. The audio's.
I
hard.
would always love.
You wouldn't understand how we do it in LA.
I
I
would-
mean, it's difficult.
I would love a hot bagel with my beer. I feel like that just goes hand in hand, but I'd be a little salty if I don't at least get some cream cheese with it. I feel like
is
that's
there a bagel beer?
isn't that a prerequisite to get cream cheese with your bagel?
You know what? In LA, we try to watch the carbs, so it's a whole wheat bagel, and we just use it's. I can't believe it's not butter spray on it.
Can't believe it's not
Ah, okay, clutch.
better. Can't believe it's not better.
Gotta love that.
Oh
I'm
man.
surprised it's not. I'm surprised it's not avocado oil, honestly.
I would
but who would've
crush
thought?
a hot bagel right now with my beer. Birdman writes in.
I mean,
Me
who
too, man.
wouldn't?
So a couple questions that are coming in from the host for you, Josh. Number one has been your extended PTO was not approved by Chip, so we're gonna need you to start actually doing stuff.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you got your ass whooped last week in fantasy football. So just
Yeah,
throwing that out
that
there.
was bad.
Yeah.
Chip,
Well,
had,
again, I was not in control of the team. That was the
They-
HR representative. who
here's
has
what I'll
done
say: the
nothing
HR
for me.
representative is the only person that actually started a quarterback on a legitimate team for you guys.
It's
'cause-
not my fault that the red rifle is just literally as bad as we remember.
And well, Gardner's hurt.
I'll
So
give
you
you
can't
credit.
just pretend
I
that this
will-
isn't your method going downhill.
I will give him credit. That is true. He did put Teddy Bridgewater in. He tried to.
Chip did.
Oh, Chip did. That is very
Chip
accurate.
did.
Chip tried to
Josh
save.
did not try to save the season.
Chip tried to save the coffin on roller skates that was going downhill at this point.
Basically.
Well, it's all right because, as we all know, it's a keeper league, and we're keeping the position of Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback, so we'll have Trevor Lawrence next year.
Definitely not a keeper league. All right, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, pick up your beers. Matt, I know you have one. Ty, I don't know. You're like 30 now. 3, 2, 1, the action.
One-handed that too. Happy.
I was
proud of
going
myself.
to, and then I got worried because I'm above the equipment.
Mm.
I just got paranoid.
Smart call because I'm pretty sure the normal producer would be very angry if we got his stuff wet.
I am the normal producer.
Oh yeah, that's true. So yeah, you're gonna be very angry if you get your stuff wet.
I would be very angry if
Yeah,
I got my
my
own stuff
mistake.
wet, yeah.
My mistake on that one. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, 10
He is
minutes.
nothing to me anymore now that I live in LA.
Yeah. Well,
Well, sorry, someone's too much of a big deal.
hey
and
Josh,
all
can
that
you
now.
name 5 LA Lakers?
5 LA Lakers? Yeah, of
current
course.
LA Lakers?
Well, you have the guy with the unibrow that I tried to get to the salon to get that waxed. You of course have King James.
So you never said the first name.
Soon we'll
so
have his
you're
son.
you're literally at
Bronny,
0 because you haven't named a
who's
single
a very
person.
successful
You're at 0.
video game player, from what I understand. In LA.
That actually checks out. So
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
that's
I
the
can't
first true
confirm.
thing you've said all
Can't
day. yeah.
confirm.
So I mean, 3 is like 5, right? It's the same difference.
So you didn't name 3.
Yes, I did. The unibrowed man, the king and his son.
It's actually pathetic that I know for a fact you cannot actually name 5 Lakers.
Oh wait, now this is fucked up. Anthony Davis, LeBron James,
He feels challenged.
I love it.
Dwight Howard,
It is
That
correct.
is accurate.
Rondo,
Okay.
and I need one more. Who's the white kid that shoots?
JJ Redick.
No.
No, that's
Yeah,
another white kid that
yes, he
shoots.
is the white kid that shoots.
He
Yeah,
is.
that is true.
Duncan
Um,
Robinson. Tyler
He's
Hero.
not even a kid anymore, though, is he? I mean,
Oh, no.
JJ's
Did I mess it up?
he's an old a hired veteran at this point.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know. I got 4. That's pretty good.
I have a question. Okay, there you go. You're back. I accidentally minimized when I was going to try to give you a camera to look at. Yeah, 4's not bad. You're thinking of Alex Caruso.
Thank you.
Joe Burrows won the game the week before. Chipster writes in, thank you, or you're welcome.
Yeah.
So Chip did win a game without Josh by starting Joe Burrow.
I got Joe Burrow in my one league this week because Matt Ryan's on bye, so yeah, I'm kind of fucked over.
We're gonna add that in as some topic of conversation when we get to the NFL, because there's one that we have as a preview. We're gonna use that for general NFL
Gotcha.
NFL talk, because we got a lot to get into this week, boys. Which the first one, which clearly has been, I had it on the background all day. It was one of the more intriguing starts to the tournament that we've ever seen, and that is the Masters.
I tried watching it. I got kind of like screwed up at work a little bit, but I did get to catch most of it. And
Yeah.
2 things I took away from this. Number 1, Bryson DeChambeau's method works only when he actually hits it at the right
It works when
spots.
it works.
Because
Yeah.
he can't play golf.
I mean, he can. He's a professional.
Yes, he can.
No.
So
He has a
He's
major
2
under his
back
belt.
right now.
He's got a major
He's
under
2
his
back.
belt. That's
he's
all that matters.
2 back, but he can't play golf.
No, he can't play golf. All he does is drive the damn ball.
That's
man.
not what he always did, though. He's the guy that had the short sticks because he was a scientist of the game. And he cut all of his wedges the exact same length because he said, if I can master the rotation, then I'll master the club no matter what. And then he got jacked and started railing the ball.
Yeah.
There's a process to his madness, and I love the cat.
Yeah,
It's crazy that he went from the shortest sticks to the longest driver.
Is it true that
Steroids, yeah.
he's apparently trying to get to 200 miles
For
an
sure.
hour on it? Like not even with the invert or something. He's legit trying to get
Yeah,
200
he wants ball
miles.
speed at 200.
Yeah,
Vo wants you to know, Josh, that I made a putt from 50-plus foot out last weekend.
he did.
Wow.
I actually can confirm. He did
Up or downhill?
uphill. I remember correctly. Yeah.
Why
It was
is
a good
Greg
shot.
not moving?
I don't know. I'm miming it apparently.
Yeah, that's hysterical. Let's do this. That happened to you like last week too.
I
where
think
you
it
just
did.
weren't
Yeah,
moving.
that's true. I
But the
remember.
funny thing is, it's such a clear glitch picture that I just assumed Greg wasn't talking.
That is true. That's
uh,
also a pose I would do as well with the hand
Yes,
up like that. Yeah.
DeChambeau is the biggest narc of all time.
He's the Billy Bean of golf. God damn it! And I'm
Narc?
I'm holding it down on
Smalls
that.
says he's a narc.
That's rude. Come on.
Yeah, because he like tells on people when they break the rules and shit.
Yeah, but he's also like juiced up.
Isn't that every 70-year-old that plays golf though? To be fair.
70?
Yeah.
Bryson?
No, I'm talking about like
Bryson's not
any
70.
70-year-old that plays golf does that too. So
Oh, for sure.
Oh man, yeah, I've definitely had some run-ins with some dudes at North Park.
exactly.
Screw that. If it's a difference between 3 million and 2 million, I'm tattletaling.
That's
You
that,
shitting me?
I mean that's fair. like
Like,
the,
I
mon-
mean,
the money
yeah.
the money involved in this. Yeah. Like
Play
it-
the game, bud.
yeah.
Just so you know, Josh, the other two we have up on the screen right now is Greg's favorite golfer, John Rahm.
Yeah,
he's
I
playing
got-
well, man.
He's killing it.
Mhm.
He was 2 back when I last stopped watching.
Yeah.
And then the gentleman who over 580 days ago, sitting in Hawaii, no big deal, I watched him win the Masters, and this would be his 6th major, or 6 Masters, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
And
scary.
Tiger Woods had the best first 9 holes, because he technically started on the back 9, had the best first 9
Yeah.
holes of his Masters career
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, no bogeys.
No bogeys at all, man. Like that's a great start to him. He's not in the league currently. Paul Casey, I believe, has a 3-shot lead on him going
Yes.
into day 2, which is okay.
You're a narc, Smalls.
It's not it's not the worst thing in the world. Tiger's creeping off of it, but the fact that he did not bogey a single hole is pretty damn good.
Are you nervous that Josh is here? You're talking faster than normal.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
Quickly, Greg.
yeah, he's so nervous that you're back. He's like, and Bryson,
Because I know he's gonna. Because I feel like he's gonna try to cut in on me at some point, so I have to like
Oh,
get all
wow.
my shit in.
Well, he can't see us because I tried to fix it, but I would have to do a
Yeah.
lot of things.
I gotta get all my shit in before he has to talk. So yeah.
Fair.
I can see you. I have the stream up. We're good.
Awkward.
Greg, did you finish your thought?
Yes, I did. Go ahead.
Finally.
Okay. So this is okay. So the only other person to win 6 is Ernie, right?
Nicholas, pretty sure.
Yeah, it's Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Yeah, okay.
this is
Nicholas.
the tweet that went out was that this was like the same age Nicholas was when he won
Yeah.
his 6. Yeah, I don't know the exact parameters around that, Josh. If that was what you were bringing up, I'm sorry to take that
Yeah.
from you.
No, I don't. I was hoping you would be able to remember it, but like, like it's wild that like it's lined up like that. And I think obviously we'd all like our favorite golfers to win or whatever, but like if you're not cheering for Tiger, just get the fuck out of here. Like if you weren't cheering for the Suns in the bubble, I don't want to talk to you, kind
Boyd
of thing.
says I bet on Tiger. Oh, cool. Well, Tiger lost.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot,
Oh,
Justin.
fuck.
You jagamuffin.
In all seriousness, though, there's a lot of guys that I would love to see get a green jacket. I'd love to see Justin Thomas get it. He's actually, I
Cool
think
with
he's,
that.
I think he's playing right now. I think he's 2 shots behind Casey,
Yeah,
so he's
I'm cool with
playing
that.
well. Koepka, I don't believe he's
I
doing
love
as well.
Brooks Koepka.
I love him
for
too.
no reason.
Brooks Koepka is the guy that he doesn't
Yeah.
get up for everything unless it's something extremely important. But when it's something important, he puts all of his effort into it, and he usually comes out on top.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the thing was, they're both 46, and when Jack won his last one, he was ranked like 66th best in the world, like
Yeah.
basically, like a mid-ranked guy,
Right.
and essentially what Tiger is now. So like just the parity between the two of them is pretty fucking awesome, and hopefully I hope he wins.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah, I
just
mean,
be-
looking at the top here, I mean, Scoffel is it
Schauffele.
Schauffele.
Shoffley.
That's not how the fuck you pronounce that name. I'm telling him how it is. No, but Thomas being under 5 is great. I love Paul Casey. That's
Louis-
Yama being there.
Louis Oosthuizen's in like at a 4 under. Wow. Okay.
He was shooting well, man. He was on one of the premier groups. I think John Rahm being right there is where he needs to be.
Yeah, how
Dustin
about that-
Johnson being under 3 is great.
Ricky Fowler under 3 too. Justin Rose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Henrik
I
Stenson.
listened to
wow.
a podcast with Max Coma today.
Yeah.
This is his first time at Augusta, and he was talking about how, like, when you're playing at Augusta, it like you're not even afraid to miss the cut because you're gonna lose, but that you just want to play all 4 fucking days at Augusta.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
how,
That's all it is.
like how awesome is that?
Well, what's weird about Augusta too, from what I've read, it's not really that difficult of a course because nothing changes about it. I mean,
There's some aggressively aggressive holes.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that I saw today, especially with Rahm and DeChambeau's group, the balls were plugging so heavy due to the storm, and
Oh,
that's
yeah,
just
that's
a
true.
seasonal thing. Is that it was just so stormy down there that literally John Rahm hit a ball because his irons were insane today.
Mm-hmm.
He hit a ball that would have rolled within 2 foot from the hole, and it just went boom, and just plugged.
yeah.
So that's been
Wow.
the biggest issue today because that's why Tiger had to start on the back 9 is because they were due for time.
Yeah.
Due to the storm this morning.
I'd be willing to bet you though. I mean, if the storm passes through, which I believe it did, I think it's the hurricane.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. If it passes through, then I think the greens are going to be playing a little differently, probably tomorrow and Saturday going
Fuck
into
yeah,
it.
they're gonna be slow as shit.
Yeah, for sure. So just off the first day, I mean, if you're not pulling for Tiger, like, what are you doing? I mean,
Yeah.
come on. I understand that there's people that have their views about the ups and downs, but the trials and tribulation of one man's life are coming back into what would be the greatest. I mean, is there another sports comeback that's this great? If he does this? I honestly, I read an article the other day about the comeback player of the year this year, because for me, it's Ben or Tuitt, and that's just me being me. They actually said that Ben was 2.
It's Alex Smith.
It's Alex Smith.
Yeah,
Because he
he's
wasn't
like-
ever supposed to have a leg.
Yeah. Right. No, the amount of surgeries that he had on that leg, he probably shouldn't be walking right now.
And so I think that him and Teddy Bridgewater are very up there, but that was, I mean, I can categorize those together. Justin Boyd, thank you for the 100 bits. Friendly reminder, everybody here, half of the money we make in November is going to the Movember campaign, which, did you start fresh with a mustache, Greg?
I started fresh completely.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, like, because I've had to shave the sides once, but the mustache I've kept. Yours looks good.
Thank you.
Josh,
Appreciate that.
did you shaved fully clean, huh?
What? I couldn't hear you.
You're good. I'm trying to think because we actually have something coming out for the masses tomorrow. But did you shave fully at the start of the month?
No, I left the
That's
mustache.
what- okay.
Yeah, I left the mustache, which I was attempting to grow back anyway after I drunkenly shaved it off in a fit of depression.
That makes sense.
Aw.
You know,
It's so sad.
shit happens.
Also impressive that you were able to use a razor while drunk. Bravo on that one.
It was just like the electric one. It wasn't like an actual razor.
Well, Anyways, Boyd, thank you for the 100 bits. That'll go towards Movember. He's
Yes, it
not
will.
going to
Is
last
Boyd
much
just
longer on
down
that
to a
field in
mustache?
Washington. No,
No, he had the full beard last week when we saw him.
no,
Oh,
he
damn.
yeah, no.
That'd be awesome.
He said he doesn't do that. But I mean, is there another comeback in sports, and you can obviously bring it to injury or something along those lines, but that would have
Wow.
any kind of because Tiger was done. He was out of the sport. He had surgeries. He had
Yeah.
off the field or off the course.
I mean,
issues.
off the
course.
off the course. Off the course was like the first part, and then the injuries were the second part too.
And I kept
I
explaining
think
to my
I have
brother. And,
one.
oh, go ahead.
Michael Phelps.
Why?
Well, the comparison I'm making is the tarnish of the public image, not necessarily the injury side of it. But as far as like being chased out of the game for an idea, and then to come back as like stronger than ever kind of thing.
You're saying because he got caught smoking weed?
Well, and then he didn't compete in the next Olympics because Team USA wouldn't let him.
I don't remember that.
No, me neither.
I thought
Yeah.
he missed an Olympic cycle. I could be wrong.
I mean, I know.
Oh.
I mean, Ryan Lochte got kicked off
Yeah.
of that. I know that for sure.
Ryan Lochte made up that whole story.
Right,
That's
like
a cool Charizard.
yeah, but
person.
I don't remember. I don't remember Michael Phelps getting kicked off the Olympic team though.
Yeah, because it looks here. I mean, unless he would
Yeah,
have
yeah,
missed
so-
the 20. No, because he was in 2016 Olympics.
He was in 2012.
He
and
was 2012 and then 2000.
2008. Yeah. So like, I don't think he was kicked off. I mean, he
Okay.
retired. He retired like between 2012 and
Boyd
2014.
says you're very wrong, Josh. Well, you're not wrong in the understanding of what you're saying because he did have the weed situation and he had a lot of public image stuff, but he still. Like I
He
get.
never stepped away from the sport.
Well, there are certain sports that there's nothing to step back towards other
Yeah.
than the Olympics, like gymnastics. You end up following a lot of these gymnasts, following Ryan Lochte and Michael Phelps on social,
Yeah.
following guys that don't have like what we would Katie Ledecky's another one, the female swimmer. You follow their story, and
Yeah.
once they do the Olympics,
I mean-
that's pretty much like there's trials and things to get money, but the Olympics is the big one.
I can kind of
Yeah.
think of one redemption, but the problem is that he redeemed himself and then went back down into the hole. So I don't really consider it. Josh Hamilton played for.
Okay.
He was drafted number 1 overall by the Tampa Bay
Ryan,
Devil
thank you
Rays.
for the 100 bits, buddy.
Tampa Bay Devil Rays didn't really make it to the majors. Was suffering from alcoholism. Got himself sober. Went to the Texas Rangers. Won an MVP.
Yeah.
Had a really big contract. Got a contract offer from the Angels, and then as soon as he signed that contract, his life just went downhill from there.
Yeah.
So it was like it's like the greatest rags to riches, then back to rags story.
Smalls writes in Mike Vick easy, and my big issue with that is he never got he was good with Philly. He was very good
Yes,
with
he was.
Philly.
Yes, he
but
was.
he wasn't
He wasn't the elite Michael
like
Vick that we
this
remember.
is gonna
No,
put
yeah.
if Tiger wins this Masters, he's without this is very much the Jordan LeBron thing for me when it comes to Jack and Tiger. It's just who you grew up with in a certain sense.
I kind of have another one. This is more from a public image perspective. Alex Rodriguez.
That's the exact one, you stupid baseball whore, you.
Sorry, I was like, it just came to my
Not much
mind.
on the field, but off the field, he completely redid his image from a cheating Yankee
Yeah.
to J Lo's husband.
Here's the thing that sucks too.
What
if
up
he
to me?
if he was allowed, I don't even think are they married? I didn't know if they were married. Or
Yeah.
not.
He gets to have
That's
intercourse
true.
with her. He
But-
wins.
But
That's it.
yeah, that's true. But I remember specifically if he would have been able to buy the Mets because he wasn't able to. I think Steve Cohen ended up buying them. If he was
Correct.
able to buy the Mets and he actually won a World Series with them, that would have been his best way to get
What
into
up,
the Hall of
Deirdre?
Fame because he's not getting in the Hall of Fame as a player. That's for sure.
What about Robin Lehner? Was literally committed.
Rob Schneider? Who'd you
that's
say? Rob Schneider?
Yeah, Rob Schneider. You
Is
can
it-
do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, he was that guy.
Get that old
remember?
ass
Now
of
he's like-
yours in
No,
the end zone.
Josh, that's actually a great story for a lot of people who don't know about that. So by all means, tell it.
I don't think I
Yeah,
know
so-
about it.
Robin Lehner was like a promising goalie prospect for a while. Had some real battles with alcohol and drugs. Had to be committed because he was threatening to kill himself. So he was committed to a psych ward, then a rehab center. And then nobody would touch him when he came back. And he battled his way back up through the minors.
Is that the dude who
and-
won the cup this year? Who was the goalie this year?
He didn't win the cup. He
but
was
he
on.
was.
He was on
yeah,
Vegas.
okay,
yeah.
you told me. I'm sorry, Josh. You definitely
Yeah.
told me this story. It's amazing.
Yeah. So I would say Robin Lehner's story is pretty fucking amazing. And now he he was a candidate for a Vezina last year. He got bounced around a little bit too much this year. Was a backup goalie a couple of times.
Yeah.
But now is the ipso facto starter in Vegas, which will be a cup contending team next year. I mean,
Cup contending for a while, honestly, at this point.
well, yeah, but yeah. So Robin Lehner maybe throws into the mix.
But it's
he
just-
never had the profile that Tiger did before.
Yeah, that's the other side of it. Is we're talking about a goat. Like we're
Right,
literally.
right.
I mean, I would throw out maybe possibly on the off the field stuff Kobe. His ability to
Yeah.
brand himself into being the person that everybody literally cried over a gentleman dying in a helicopter was
That's
a
true.
full arc turn.
That's true.
Now, as
yeah.
far as his basketball career, one of my favorite discussions is who's better, number 8 or number 24. For me, it's 24.
Sure.
So that's where like Kobe's close. And did you know that Kobe, who is it? Kobe, Jeter, Ray Lewis, and Tiger Woods all started their professional career the same year.
You're
Really?
Right. Yep.
Yeah, and the only
Yep.
one to not have an off the field issue, Derek Jeter, who made women give him their cell phones. I'm just throwing that out there. Women cannot be trusted.
I mean,
Yeah. Jeter is.
the only
He also was a Yankee, so like if there was something.
I mean, I will
maybe there
pull
was
up his
money that
ballpark.
got
I will
swept
pull
under
up
the
his
rug.
baseball team of women.
yeah, the only
It is the most
Yeah.
impressive lineup ever.
the only thing like off the field you ever heard about Jeter was just the fact
Oh.
that what is it? He would give the women that he slept with a gift basket or something like
Yeah,
that.
it had,
That's
like,
really
soap.
That's classy.
It had
that's
soap.
really
That's
about
just
it.
classy.
It had soap in it.
Meanwhile,
Jose
he-
Abreu wins MVP.
Really?
Sorry to cut you off, Greg, but I knew you'd want to know that.
Okay, bravo.
Who
I
won
like that.
MVP?
Jose Abreu for the AL. And did you see that I was pretty happy that the Cy Young stayed in Ohio because Cy Young is from Ohio. Baseball
Look at
guy.
you. Both Shane Bieber and Trevor Bauer, man. Trevor Bauer winning the NL Cy Young, I was pretty pumped about.
It's badass.
He deserved it.
But no, I think that Kobe's is up there, and there's a couple arcs in sports. None, I think, that ever sniffed the jockstrap of Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if Mike Tyson actually, Votesh sends a hydrate in, maybe if Mike Tyson comes back and wins a belt.
What about Connor?
When was he away? Like this time, or, I mean,
I'd say the first time
he
maybe.
goes away all the time.
my thing with Connor is everything feels so orchestrated to the point where it's
True.
like, hey, I'm going to buy the ticket to see your fight, but I'm just not going to buy any of the bullshit.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, no, I think you're probably right. Kobe is a good comparison.
Wow, Boyd, you really redeemed.
Uh,
Okay, Josh and Greg, push-ups for Greg, sit-ups for Josh. Derek, enjoy your beer.
Wait, I have to do sit-ups? I thought Greg did the sit-ups.
Josh and Greg, push-ups for Greg, sit-ups for Josh.
Sit-ups for me. All right,
So
hang on. I'm getting there.
Yeah, let me.
This is a process.
All I got to do is do the whole room camera.
So I got it. Okay, so I have to do push-ups and Josh has to do sit-ups. Okay.
All right, Derek, can I go do sit-ups?
Yeah, you're good.
This is not gonna go
10?
well.
I just put
I
the
do
webcam
10?
of the room. How many, Boyd?
Yeah, that would be.
That's actually. I mean, it just says do push-ups and sit-ups. I'm gonna say.
AMRAP it is. Here we go.
I'm gonna say 20.
Oh fuck.
20. 20. Wow, Greg. Here, I'll get out of the way. Form. Oh no, Josh. Oh no. I'm trying, people at home. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Sit-ups in the snow. Shh. I know that you only said 10, Boyd, but we're
I'm doing 10.
okay. Don't tell Josh. Josh looks like a turtle. He looks like the best turtle ever.
Oh, he does. He works out more than me. He's got this.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh.
Josh, you're good, man. That was awesome.
Thank you, Justin.
Uh,
A couple comments coming in here.
Josh, I like your kicks, by the way, man.
I'd like where your head's at. Thanks, Boyd. Josh, is that fake snow in Cali? What the fuck are those, Josh? And content idea. TFTB goes to the gym. Let me address those in opposite order. Smalls.
We are.
Do you know? Do you know? Yeah, we. TFTB goes to a gym.
Did you not hear me read the ad earlier? Come on.
In the defense of Smalls, this is the most. This is. I'll tell you what. 15 days out of the past 50, I've been in a gym.
Bravo, my man.
Wait,
Attaboy.
50? That doesn't make sense. 15 out of, that'd be like what, 22? Because I only missed 2, 4, 6 days. So 21. 15 out of 21 days I've been in a gym.
Look at you.
It just has been for these shows.
Bravo.
Math. Thank you for the 100 bits, Dennis. 50 of those are going to Movember. I appreciate and love you, brother. I was saving my chips all week for that. Attaboy, Boyd. I do want to address the elephant in the room here, which is that, Josh, you said that in Instagram, since Denny's here, Denny saying the word sus was not cool or something along those lines. But then in a very similar post, you kept calling on Twitter Boyd sus. So I just want to call you out for that double standard.
It was me making fun of the word from start to finish by using it.
Okay. Yeah. I should have. Big brain.
Yeah. I'm an idea guy. So, yeah, I don't understand, like, is suspicious too long of a word? Does Denny whistle his S's? Where he's like, he's suspicious, and he's afraid to say it in public. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like the word is it's what has killed the English language.
I feel like if you want to shorten it, it would be suspicious.
I do.
I'm just saying.
Actually, I think it should just be pish. This guy's pish.
Pish.
Yep,
Pish is
yep.
cool.
Pish is the new
Pish
sus.
is cool.
Pish is the new sus. I do want to add in.
Like, I don't know.
Can you spell suspicious, Josh? That came in. Actually.
Oh no.
Yes, Josh.
Well,
can you
I know
try
it
to spell?
starts. I know it starts with S-U-S.
That's a good start. That's a good start.
Yeah. Suspish. P-I-S-H-E-S.
Okay,
suspicious?
you're just off. You're terrible.
No.
Denny writes in L sus sass. So I do want to address real quick because it's a perfect time to do so, guys. During each of our streams, you can see in the chat right now. Could it be Ryan V at the top has a 2, Justin Boyd has a 1, and Shrek Did It 420 has a 3. That is because currently they all have 100 bits, but because Justin did his first, he is in first place. So you can see that he is our bits leader. That is another bit of incentive for you guys
Pun intended on that.
to whip your male, extremities out and showcase who is the coolest on Thoughts on the Bench. Currently, it's Justin Boyd. So just want to throw that out there. Let's move on to our next topic here, gentlemen. Since we wasted a half hour bullshitting like we normally do. Oh, Ping comes in with the 300 bits.
Ooh, he ain't messing around.
The
Love
best is it was right after Boyd said champion. Ty, thank you so much.
Love
150 of those. It's $1.50 to charity going to Movember. Shrek Did It comes in with the 200.
Man, if this is the
hey,
best.
Ty's still the champion because that's 300.
This is all going to charity, so the more the merrier. We appreciate
Honestly,
it.
I thought about this, Josh. I think on what's the last day in November? Is it the 30th?
30th, because 31st is Halloween.
So the 29th. That's maybe we just do it the 26th is Thanksgiving, obviously. So maybe one of those days, I think we should come in and do a telethon. Which is not like not like a real telethon, but we make. Oh my God! Okay, guys. So okay, everyone. Hold on. Pull out your bits. So we actually have a hype train going on right now. 100% our first ever on Thoughts of the Bench hype train.
Go!
This is amazing. Smallest thank you for the 100 bits. Smallest thank you for the 400 bits. On top of that, says 500. Denny, thank you for the 500 bits. Shit is right. Chipster writes in, damn, I've been dethroned. Guys, level 1 of our hype train. Could it be Ryan V? 200 bits. Guys, hype train number 2.
Going.
Hey,
listen.
going.
We have
Check this out.
5 minutes. Do it. We have 5 minutes to keep the hype train going.
Come on, guys. You can do it. We appreciate it.
Oh! Let's go. Sorry.
That's the California bit money.
That is 1,000 bits from Josh, guys. We are 67% to the way to level 3 of the hype train. Again, half of this. Screw it. I'll do more to charity if you guys want to keep giving money.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Like, come on.
Half of this is all going to charity. All aboard the hype train, guys. We now have 4 minutes. 4 minutes. You can sub. You can gift a sub. You can use bits. And TFTB gets to the 3rd level of hype train. Oh, my God. I hate all of you.
We love it.
Oh, you guys are amazing. All right, let's move. Wow, there's like...
Oh, my God. Oh,
Who
my
the
God.
Fucking shit. Jesus, Lord in heaven. Smalls, thank you for the 500.
We're at
Denny,
level 2.
thank you for the 500.
Oh, my God. This is great.
Oh, I love you guys. We're moving on.
Thank you. We appreciate it, guys.
Hype train, baby. We're moving on to level 3 of the hype train.
Oh, this is amazing.
Oh my God, yeah. Again, guys, about 100 bits is literally $1. We appreciate every cent that goes into this. Half the money's all going to our Movember campaign.
Yep, all going for a great cause, guys. We really do appreciate it.
That is just hysterical. Thank you guys very much. All right, let's. Oh my God, what just happened? Get out of the email thing. All right, couldn't be right. Me. Thank you for the 500 bits. I appreciate you, brother. Guys, subs. If you're not subbed to the channel, is another awesome way to help us out. Let's move on to the next topic here. I want to get into what I consider the thing that has taken over our lives for the past couple years, and that is the NBA draft, Greg.
What? This is going to be very interesting because there's a lot of rumors going around. There's a lot of stories going around.
Give me some good
The
ones.
Bucks are trading Giannis for the first overall.
Confirmed.
Inside trader.
Do you want LaMelo Ball?
Yeah, I don't know who you'd want. Wiseman,
would
Anthony.
definitely-
LaMelo.
I
I'd
like
take LaMelo.
Wiseman, man.
You like Wiseman?
I do think LaMelo is the most ready now.
Okay, so
I'd take Big Baller Brand to Milwaukee.
okay, so there's a number of stories going around. So Minnesota is not sold on a number 1 overall pick. That is one of the big issues going right there. They apparently hosted a private workout for LaMelo Ball recently. It's the only workout that he was given, by the way. So that's
Yep.
going to be interesting. We have no idea what's going on with Golden State. Golden State could go in a number of different directions. They can go Wiseman.
Hydrate.
Thank you. They can go with Wiseman to get a center right there. There's been rumors that they want Denny Avdija, who is the top international prospect.
I would like that. Stretch the
I
floor.
agree. That would be a
Oh, the hydrate goes to just Greg.
thank you.
Does
for
that mean Greg has to drink
Oh.
3 times?
Yes.
There's that. Then also looking at this too, there's been rumors that Minnesota, wants to trade down. There's talk that Charlotte might want to trade up in order to get James Wiseman because he kind of fits the mold that they want. Golden State might try to package the number 2 overall pick in order to be able to get a third superstar to pair with Klay Thompson and Steph Curry.
Were there any
potentially.
targets on that, just out of curiosity?
No, that hasn't really been a thing. I mean, I feel like the big thing maybe might be Bradley Beal, but then that's just way too many shooting.
That's
for
a
them
lot
to-
of shooting,
That's a
yeah.
lot of shooting, yeah. So I couldn't really tell you. Wiseman, to me, for some reason, I don't know if the Warriors really want a big on that team. They're kind of like, in a sense, like the Rockets, how they made a big deal about how they went with a 5-guard technique essentially during the season, and everyone thought that was revolutionary.
Yep.
I mean, the Warriors were kind of doing something similar to that with a 4-guard rotation and Draymond Green, and it worked well. So
Well, you know what I wouldn't be surprised about?
what do you?
In a weird way.
Go ahead.
I would not be surprised if Andrew Wiggins got moved.
Yeah, I wouldn't either because I feel like the money that they gave him, it was kind of a fair trade with Minnesota.
Yeah, they signed D. Russ to a max because they had the money to move him for this
Right.
situation,
Yeah.
basically.
Wiggins is probably going to be a guy that he's never going to live up to the potential that we all kind of saw in him too. And I don't know if he necessarily fits with what the Warriors want. The Warriors are
No.
yeah, they don't. Because, I mean, like with Klay and Steph back, that's exactly their DNA. And plus, they
Yeah.
got a lot of young guys that they were happy to let develop this year.
Just a friendly reminder right now that there's a minute 30 left on the current hype train. We're 43% to level 4. I repeat, I do not know what that means.
We do not know what that means.
There's
but
a bunch
we-
of emotes that are down here that look unlocked. And
Yeah.
there's something called a hype conductor. Who
9,000.
the current hype conductor is apparently Shrek did at 420. Wow.
Nice.
He's used 1,000
He's used
bits.
1,000 bits.
God damn,
which is
man.
equivalent to one of Josh's LA donations. So I don't
Yeah.
understand how we can't
Yes,
beat
it's-
it.
I-
Yeah.
I feel
don't
like
understand
you
how
can.
we can somebody beat Josh's donation here because I can't see the top people in it, but I'm assuming
Probably
he's still
not.
up there.
No.
Probably not.
But real quick, so the consensus that I'm just going to make about this is that this is a very, very underwhelming NBA draft overall. Just completely.
Ooh,
It's underwhelming.
really?
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely,
It's
brother.
underwhelming. Go ahead.
I'm hearing a lot about the Rockets, 2 superstars that one wants out, one wants to go to Philly. Is that something that we could see play out at the NBA draft, or is that going to be like later in the offseason?
Sadly, almost never.
Yeah.
That's the frustrating thing about a lot of these.
Yeah, it's interesting you bring that up, Josh, because whereas we could see stuff like that happen with the NFL draft, even the NHL draft, where a lot of trades
always at
happen.
the NHL.
Yeah,
Always the
yeah,
NHL.
yeah.
It almost never happens with the NBA. Usually when
Bummer.
trades like that happen is something that occurs on the first day of free agency. Like the biggest one that
Okay.
happened was probably 2 years ago when Paul George got
Denny for the 200. Thank you, buddy.
I think it was last year actually when Paul George got traded to the Clippers. I mean, they got and then the year before that when he got traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
Those were big
Okay.
deals that happened right on July 1st. So with the NBA draft, I mean, there's some rumors going around about what could happen, and I think the reason that there's so many rumors is again, it's because this is such an underwhelming NBA draft. Like there's three
Sure.
there are
got a new emote. It's a train.
it's a train.
I think so. I'm trying to find
That's
it.
awesome.
Let's go.
I'm trying to find
There's
it.
the train.
There's our train coming through.
Oh.
Let's go.
Choo choo. It's called Hype Brain.
Oh God.
Mo's got it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Does
Let's
everyone
go.
have hype brain? Everyone put hype brain in the
Hype
chat.
brain.
Oh, that's Komodo
Oh
dragon.
man.
Everyone put a hype brain in the chat. I sorry about the Komodo dragon. I got excited.
I mean,
Um,
Komodo dragons are ballers.
Wow. So the current leader right now is Denny with this. There's
Whoa,
Smalls.
thanks,
Smalls passes Elsas. So Denny is
What?
1,500. Smalls is 1,500. Elsas has 1,000. Guys, if you have the hype brain, throw it in the chat. This is the funniest
It is.
episode
It is a
Thank
just
you, guys.
abomination. All right, I will give you that.
Also, nobody's gifted a sub this episode yet, so
yeah, I mean, just throwing that out there. Might as well just do that. But yeah, man, this is an underwhelming NBA draft. I'm sorry. This is bringing me back to 2014, I believe, with the.
ooh.
It
You think
is.
this is the Anthony Bennett?
This is the Anthony
Can I
Bennett
walk
draft.
through some names?
By all means.
LaMelo Ball. Oh, we were gonna start right
And
there.
listen.
Then-
There,
wait,
there
look.
are three. There are three guys that are
Look
easily.
at the screen, Greg. Look at what I'm pointing at. Current hype train conductor is Denny.
Wow. I'd be kind of terrified with him driving a train. No
Denny,
offense.
you're the current hype train.
That's kind of
conductor.
that's kind of terrifying with the idea of him driving a train.
Hydrate from Timmy.
But no,
Thank
this
you,
is
Timmy.
this is similar to last year where there were three guys that were considered like the absolute like highest levels that you'd won. But the difference is there's not really like a consensus about who is the best player in this draft.
I don't believe that not having a consensus for the top player makes the draft class bad.
That's fair, but like I just look at this and there's not really guys that I could look at and say these are guys that could change the franchise. Like there's guys I really like. I love Obi Toppin.
Well,
I love Tyrese Halliburton.
Before you start, I have names that
Go.
I'm bringing up.
Okay, good.
I do hate all the comps that were on this one website I was at. So the next one is Anthony Edwards, whose comp was Donovan Mitchell, which I actually love.
I like that. But here's the thing, among the teams in the top 3, I don't see the Timberwolves needing that.
No.
I don't see the Warriors needing that.
No.
I mean, Charlotte could.
Yes.
Charlotte could definitely use that, but I feel like they want a big more than a guard because I think they're dead set
Why
on.
do you feel that?
I think they're dead set on Graham and PJ Washington as their main guards moving forward.
Neither one of them is as good as Anthony Edwards. Though.
That's true.
Now, if Wiseman fell,
If Wiseman fell, that would be the perfect fit for them. I feel like. But yeah,
next name that I want to bring up
Go.
is Wiseman, who I believe is. So you know how high I was on Okafor coming out.
you were.
Elsas with another 500, just
Am
to
I
make
right?
sure. So here's how it breaks down right now. Currently, Smalls. Wow, I love you guys.
God damn, man.
So Boyd, thank you for the 100 bits. Ping, thank you for the 300. Vo, thank you for the 800. Elsas, thank you for the 1500. Smalls, thank you for the 1500. Shrek did it. Thank you for the 1500. It currently is Denny, Smalls, Elsas though in the order of the top, just due to the timing of it. So appreciate all of the bits we're getting, guys. Thank
Denny's
you so
got
much.
all that gambling money.
He
Yeah,
does.
Not
He actually
fair.
he does. Yeah.
What was the
Which we
part?
appreciate you gambling here with us. Denny.
What was the parlay that you hit on that you're able to like spend all that? Just out of curiosity.
for Denny?
Yeah.
Me?
No, he
I-
went to the
I
casino.
can't
Wow.
bet. I'm in California.
No, I meant like what did Denny like get the
Oh.
winnings on to be able to spend all that?
He
Serie
went to the
A
casino and played cards.
parlay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you not bet on sports in California?
Nope, it's illegal.
Ah, gotcha.
Dumbasses. So I won't go through. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton is one of my favorite. Denny said online slots that too.
Ah, gotcha.
Halliburton is one of my favorites, and I think that his draft stock is top 10 now because his team wasn't making
Yeah.
the tournament. Timmy J, thank you for the 100 bits, Timmy. I appreciate
you.
you very much, buddy. Love you.
There was
um,
something I read too that apparently Kira Lewis from Alabama is getting some love as potentially a top 15 pick.
Really?
Yeah, which would be very interesting.
You know who I was surprised was this low?
Who?
R.J. Hampton.
RJ Hampton is a guy
A
that
lot of growing.
I think he's polarizing. I think the fact that he decided to go overseas kind of screwed him a little bit because I
Yeah.
think he did not get as much exposure as he could have gotten in college.
He
'Cause
was New Zealand, right?
no, Australia. He was on the same team with LaMelo.
Okay.
Which, by the way, did you know LaMelo actually owns that team?
He does not. He
I-
tried to buy it. They did not
Oh,
sell
I thought
to
it was him and his agent that bought it.
So they put in a bid to try to buy it, and the team said no. Was the last I heard about it.
Ah, okay. I legit thought they actually were able to buy it, so my bad.
No. Yeah. So the NBL passed on LaMelo. They
Ah,
saw
okay.
because
Okay,
he tried his ass off. And I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't blame him either.
Josh, as a Bucks fan, what would it take for you to be happy that you guys traded away Giannis?
Man, it would take a young, and it doesn't even need to be, a guy who's ready to play right now, but a guy who in a couple of years has Giannis level MVP carry
Well,
a team.
well, and here's actually the thing, Josh, because the 2014 draft that I referenced, the Anthony Bennett draft, that was the same draft that you guys got Giannis. And the
Right.
thing is, too, that draft you guys got him at 15 or 16, and no one knew anything about Giannis at that time.
Sure.
That is a
Sure.
draft. That is a draft that will go down like in terms of like the top talent as one of the weakest ever, because I think the best player from that ended up being Oladipo. But in terms of overall, from the top like tier of it though, man.
Okay, you just
I'm not-
you just
no.
said saying the best player
I know
is
you.
Oladipo.
No, I know. I'm saying from
I'm
like
mad
the
for
top,
you, Josh.
From the top of it though, like Oladipo was the best guy that came out of there. But
Wow.
from overall,
Breaking news: Malik thinks Oladipo's better than Giannis.
Jesus Christ,
All right.
you're putting words.
How
in my
many
mouth.
times have the Pacers made the playoffs? That's
Yes, Orlando, suck it, Greg.
Oklahoma City.
Timmy says LSS looks like he's in the Shady Witness Protection Program tonight.
You kind of
much.
do.
Except for the Steelers hat, yeah, you're there.
It
Tenny, thank you
started-
for the
it
300 bits,
started,
brother. Thank you.
It was really bright out earlier, and there was sun in my face.
I mean,
Did you-
there were some thick glasses you had on there.
Did
though,
you
to be fair.
watch the tape of my Two Beers Deep from Hawaii, and that's how you kind of got ready for tonight? Is that why you're drinking the
well-
beer you're drinking?
I was gonna say I'm drinking Kona. Yeah.
I knew it, you bitch.
Shout out to Kona Brewing, which is also technically owned by Anheuser-Busch. Just throwing that out there, but yeah.
Oh, boo.
Did you see him? Okay, and I don't want to bring this up right now, guys. We can talk about it, but NFL update, my Twitter, I'm very open about who I follow for my fantasy use.
Right.
They say name to get used to is BYU's Zach Wilson.
Oh, I love him.
They had the Steelers taking him in
I
a mock draft I saw recently. We'll get into that when we talk about the Steelers coming up. I want to move along to just generic NBA news, and that was the transition for Giannis. So Greg has slandered Giannis's name on this show, Josh,
Oh
so I'm
my
not going to bring
God.
that up. But the current picture,
lot.
just so you're as aware, on screen right now is Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons. Now, you said, Josh, which I tried to hold off on as much as I could during the NBA draft segment, that you had some thoughts about Houston Rockets and their current situation.
Yeah. So apparently, Wes either wants to be the man or he wants out. Is that
Yeah.
what he said?
That is-
He
Something
said he
like
he
that?
wants to be. It was something along the terms of ball dominant. Like he needs to be the ball guy,
Yeah.
or he needs out. And like honestly, yeah, that's him.
That is him.
You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
Like yeah, that checks out.
yeah. He's
So
not he's
it-
not a 3-point shooter, but goddamn, he is great when it comes to like going to the basket and trying to make something out of nothing.
What do you think, Josh?
So can I give up Chris Middleton in a pick?
Why do
For
you think?
Harden?
Why do you? Oh, for Harden.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I'm so
that's-
sorry.
that's-
I thought
that's-
you were going after Russ. I was going to say that sounds bad. Harden, yes.
I don't know if they would take that, to be honest.
So the
with
two
you.
teams I saw with Russ though are I forget the other one right
The
now.
one I saw was the New York Knicks.
which is the one I was more enticing to talk about. The other one was like, was it Philly or there was
I
some
thought-
Philly was for
weird.
Harden.
Yeah, but there was some weird like mixed rumor thing going around
They
of
were
teams.
gonna send
Oh, I
Joel-
saw.
Joel for Harden.
Oh, I saw an interesting one too about the idea of Westbrook going to Detroit.
Oh, that's where everyone goes to die.
I thought it was
Look
the-
at
Yeah,
Blake.
but he kind of feels like a Piston because he's an asshole, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
Kinda
Pistons are no longer assholes. They just
Still.
suck. But no, okay. So the Clippers are an enticing location spot just due to money and pieces. I personally would. It was the Magic. That was the other one. The Magic.
The
was the one.
Magic. That'd be interesting.
They just got the cap space. But for me, honestly, could you imagine him and R.J. Hampton in the New York Knicks?
You're banking on the Knicks drafting R.J. Hampton?
I'm sorry, not R.J. R.J. Barrett.
R.J. Barrett. Okay,
yes,
thank
you. Sorry,
All right.
you know exactly.
I know,
you
yeah, just making
Smirk, the smirk on his face, Josh. If you could watch the stream, this little
What
piece
an
of shit.
asshole.
I
Sorry,
know.
had to.
All right, I'm gonna mute Greg real quick. I have
Cool.
the power. No, but back into it. Yeah, I would love for him to end up at the Knicks. I think that Russell Westbrook is the perfect guard to bring the Knicks back to some form of relevancy.
Yeah,
Probably be. Go ahead, Greg.
I was gonna say I can agree with that, but how far can Russell Westbrook take the Knicks on his own?
How far can he take the Magic? How far can he take the Rockets? How far can he take the Thunder? How
Well,
far? I mean, come
whoa,
on,
whoa,
man.
whoa. Okay, I'm just pointing this out here though. All those other teams that you just mentioned have way better younger talent than the Knicks do.
Okay.
I'm
The,
just
the Magic?
yes.
Who do the Magic have?
Aaron Gordon, Nikola
They are open to trading per today. Aaron Gordon.
Nikola Vujovic.
I do not care about centers in the NBA.
I'm sorry, man.
Name
but
one center in the NBA right now.
Jonathan Isaac, just throwing it out there.
Name one center in the NBA right now that is pertinent to their team's success.
Anthony Davis.
I still think they're successful with LeBron for a
Nikola
while.
Jo-
Plus,
Nikola-
he's the power forward because they play Dwight Howard
Yeah,
and
he's
JaVale McGee.
Nikola Jokic.
He's not even the one I'm thinking about, but no.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Who was the center in Miami?
Technically, sometimes Bam Adebayo.
Technically, yeah.
Which
that's
is
true.
Jokic deserves to be in there. Rudy Gobert, I believe, when he's not passing COVID to his teammates, deserves to be in that conversation.
That's true too.
It depends where you play. Obviously, a guy like Kristaps Porzingis for the Mavericks, where you still believe, and I don't hate that, Greg, that is Giannis's #1 landing spot.
Yeah. Also, like DeAndre Ayton's kind of like building himself up into be that type of center, but I don't know if he will. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. Now another name that is super interesting that you'll like this, Josh. CP3 to the Suns has been
I
a
thought he was
heavy.
coming to hang out with me. What the fuck?
It's been a yeah. So the Bucks are doing nothing to try to get CP3, and the Suns are pushing heavy apparently. And there was this. It's funny because also just want to point this out that now Smalls and Elsas are currently tied for bits leader, and Shrek did it at 420 has 10-8-0-0, so 1800. But no, so they basically talked. There was this thing on Bleacher Report where they did an Instagram story. Will CP3 be in a veteran team that's going to win a title, or a younger team where he can help them grow? And the Suns
saw that.
are the perfect young team.
Sure.
Yeah, and here's the thing too. Like on a young team, he did a hell of a job with Oklahoma City. Like
Yeah, why wouldn't he just stay there?
like Shai is looking like a guy that's probably going to be a leader for that Oklahoma City team moving forward. And they're essentially promoting from within. Their G League coach is going to be their new head coach. So they
There's
kinda,
a lot of change, is my first answer.
Yeah, that's true.
And at CP3's career age and his age, that's tough.
Mhm.
Here's the other thing I'll say. Would you rather put your eggs in a basket that Shai will hit, or have him next to arguably the best shooting guard in the NBA in Devin Booker?
That's interesting.
You know what I mean? And I see
Yeah,
your head nodding,
it's a
Josh,
sure
and like it's that conversation about would you rather have next to you the guy that might break out that played decent, or the guy that did fucking break out?
Well, here's the problem
Right.
though. Devin Booker broke out without CP3 though.
exactly.
So it's the idea of do they need CP3 to get to the next level?
I mean, I think they didn't get to any next level.
I think it's a.
They went undefeated in the bubble and still
similar.
lost.
That's true. They did all they could. I'll give you that.
Go ahead, Josh.
It's similar in some regards that the Mavericks are trying to get Giannis. You have a stapled on future stud, and then you
actually-
bring in the reigning MVP.
This mountain air actually got through your effing brain.
That's
Josh.
true.
You actually,
I-
that was the first take that you've said where everyone in the room went.
Yeah, that's true.
Gasp.
Because there's two.
Yay, basketball!
No,
I'm
there
living!
there are two teams that are primed to try to get Giannis after next season. It's Dallas and Miami, and both of
Yeah.
them make great options for them moving forward.
Speaking of basketball, how is Lake Arrowhead College doing this year, Josh?
Lake Arrowhead College. they didn't. The kids are too rich. They don't want to play.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah,
wanna go.
yeah.
When you kept saying L.A., is that what you meant by Lake Arrowhead, or
They don't
Oh,
They don't want to play San Bernardino down the hill. You know?
gotcha.
Wow. Is that what you meant by LA? Yeah.
Mhm.
Greg read it like a book, man. Wow. All right. We're going to take
It
a
says California, not college. Just by the way.
No, I just saw the C and assumed. Wait, before we take a commercial break, I do want to talk about Philly here because I have their icon up. I know
Yes.
Ty's in the chat. So we'll take a commercial break at 7 o'clock. We got 6 minutes left in this segment. Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. Josh, who is more likely to be traded?
All I hear is Ben Simmons is getting traded, but I mean Joel Embiid's the piece that you would get things for, right? Everybody knows Ben Simmons can't hit a fucking three.
Yeah, but let me paint you a picture. Ben Simmons go to the Warriors.
Oh fuck.
Clay,
Exactly.
That's a shoot, yeah.
Clay, Dre, and Steph all stand on the outside. Ben Simmons drives to the hole with the center.
Yeah. it's
He's
pretty
either
nasty.
gonna hit a layup. It's gonna be him and Wiseman hitting layups each day, or just kicking it out to three of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
Bro,
Well, and then
you got me thinking now. Could you imagine a Sixers team with Anthony Edwards and Joel Embiid? I feel like that'd be fun.
Well, here's so my roundabout way is that the 76ers maybe don't swap the pick, but you know what I would give the 76ers in return if we were doing some swap like this? Now, obviously, Anthony Edwards going to the 76ers would be amazing
It
because they
would.
send all their shooters the fuck away, and Ty and I talked about this extensively. Do you know who would be a good Sixer?
Who?
Andrew Wiggins.
All right, I can see that.
A slash guard who is athletic, who can distribute, who is a better offensive weapon than Ben Simmons.
sure.
Yeah, he's essentially an offensive-minded Ben Simmons when you think about that. He doesn't have the all-around game, but yeah, he's the offensive-minded
I mean,
Ben Simmons.
you don't need the all-around game if you traded all your shooters away last year in J.J. Redick and Josh Richardson.
That is very true.
So, personally,
And you still got
there's something there.
And you got Tobias Harris still too, so yeah, it
Yes.
works out.
Philly does? Do
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, they still have Tobias Harris.
I thought they, because when I was looking at all their shooters.
No, they still have Tobias Harris because that was one of the big things too that they thought when Doc signed as the head coach is that Tobias Harris was going to have a turnaround because his best year was with
You
LAC.
know damn well his name is not Doc. There's
That's
only
That's right. There's only one Doc.
there's only one Doc in Philly. What's his full name? Greg?
Yeah, I was like, call me Greg or something. It was like, okay.
Did you hear that, Greg?
No. What
So
am I-
Josh, you brought it up on something.
Yeah, I brought it
Glenn,
up on
Glenn.
That's it. Yeah,
His
I
name's
was-
Glenn?
So
I
he
did not
said
know that.
he
Glenn
said
Rivers.
that there's only I'm changing my name. There's only one Doc in Philly. I'm Dr. J. So my name's Glenn.
I
he
know
said-
it's a Dr. J. I love that.
He said,
I
just
love that.
call me Glenn, was what it was. That was the line, just call me
Just call me Glenn.
Okay, Glenn.
Call me Glenn. We'll figure it out.
I love
You
that.
like the Doc Rivers impression.
I love that he's respecting Dr. J. That's actually baller.
The best Doc Rivers impression I ever saw was Jamie Foxx, where I think he's on Jimmy Fallon. He's like, I'll tell you what, man, it's not Kevin Garnett. It's just, it's not Blake. I'll tell you what, it's not Blake. It's DeAndre Jordan or something. Just, it's not Blake. And just he kept going, and it was so perfect, dude. Like Doc Rivers has the worst voice. Did you know his hair is a tattoo?
what?
There's a tattoo.
His hair.
What?
Now here is how rumors start, because my college roommate told me this, and I have never Googled it out of fear of finding out it's false.
Okay.
He has
I'm
a
gonna
completely
Google it, but I won't tell you.
he
either
has a
way.
completely shaven head, and his hair is a tattoo.
Man.
I hope it's. I don't ever want to look it up because I never want that to not be how I look at Doc Rivers.
I'm thinking the idea of a skull.
Chad, did you guys know that?
I feel like the idea of a skull tattoo would be interesting, but I don't know how.
What do you mean a skull tattoo?
Just like on your bare.
No,
skin.
he has like see now. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up for
So
you.
here's the deal.
All right, I'll just look up Doc.
Everything I've Googled, none of it is from like a legitimate source that I would believe.
Which is fair. But it just looks like it. I mean, here's what I'll say.
It's perfectly straight. I will give
Here's
you
what I'll
that.
say. One, it's perfectly straight. Two, I'm just throwing this out there.
Okay.
During the bubble, a lot of people looked disheveled. Doc Rivers never looked disheveled.
That's true. I have a question about that. Is that Jimmy Butler's look? Like, does he always look like he's just like homeless?
Like
Oh, yeah.
Cynthia from Rugrats.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah,
Well,
that's
he
a-
just
Okay. All right.
the
all right.
bubble. So he took the bubble to a new level where.
He didn't look like he showered.
Well, he said, this is a business trip. Like, it just is
Yeah.
what it is. And that's why I didn't bring friends or family. I mean, it worked out. But yeah, because I asked, is there no barber? And someone sent me a link that there was a barber in the bubble. I'm like, Jimmy, you got to get there.
Oh yeah, there were people bringing their personal barbers. I'm pretty sure too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, and then Jimmy was charging his teammates for coffee.
Hell
Oh, that
yeah,
was
best
awesome.
coffee in the bubble, baby.
Goddamn
That's
right.
the best.
Best
That's the
coffee
best.
in the bubble. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, guys. We'll be right back to talk about the NFL.
Go Stars!
We're calling it the Idiot Hour. Hey, Denny Hamlin, new NASCAR fan here.
You really gotta but you gotta blow.
He wears the skull of his dead mother. And then when he finally copes with the death of his mother,
He becomes his
he
mother.
becomes Marowak.
Correction. Ovi is the greatest offensive talent we've ever seen.
I am E.
You dumbass.
Yeah, but
Thanks, Vo.
yeah, but there's also the fact too that if you look at both of these teams, the Colts are probably the more complete team, but the problem is that Phillip Rivers has just been playing horrible this year.
Oh my God, that tackle last week. Holy shit.
Not even that.
It looked like you doing sit-ups. It was a toidle.
Yeah, it's like,
It was pretty great though. And then you look at Tennessee. Tennessee was on the roll at the beginning of the year. They had a couple hiccups. They lost to the. I honestly thought that the Bengals were going to kind of sneak up on them, which they did. But aside from that, I mean, they're Derrick Henry or bust at this point. I would say.
Yeah.
Can we say that Ryan Tannehill is more than a game manager?
No.
When did you think he was a game manager?
When Derrick Henry ended up just pounding the ball and getting them to the AFC Championship game.
I mean, he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks, I would say, in recent memory.
But that's because of the fact that they have such a great running game.
See,
to
Greg,
kinda
you
offset
did
that.
this earlier in the show where you like to damn people for things that aren't their responsibility.
That's true.
If you have Derrick Henry, why would you not run the ball when he put up 200 yards in back-to-back playoff games?
That is true.
Like, I don't really think that the game manager moniker works for Ryan Tannehill.
So give me an idea then of who would you consider as a game manager? Another one-handed one, just throwing that out there.
Tom Brady. Like, he's the most talented game manager ever, but
He's put in the
that's
best
kind of what he
situation.
is.
Well, I would say in the Bucs system, he's proven a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, he did in New England in the defense of that. But the perfect game manager, I mean, it sucks, but Alex Smith towards the end of it was obviously in the game manager conversation. Ryan Fitz,
When he was in San Francisco, yeah.
like towards the end of there and at the Chiefs.
Yeah, I
And
could
with
say.
the Washington football team before he got
What
hurt,
about
obviously.
Kirk? Maybe.
Kirk, he's closer to game manager than he is not.
Yeah.
Derek Carr.
I think he's a gunslinger.
Yeah,
Give me buckets. Give me buckets of things to put these quarterbacks into. That isn't just like, let's pick 3 buckets.
So here's the problem.
Okay.
When I think of gunslinger, I think of Patrick Mahomes. I don't think of Derek Carr.
See, I do, but he's just not as good as Patrick Mahomes. That's
We-
the problem.
So gunslinger, we've talked about, which is like, I might die out here, but I'm going to shoot my shot.
Yeah.
Brett Favre being prime
Brett
example.
Favre,
Brett Favre, your boy, yeah. I know.
Matthew Stafford,
Carson
Yes.
Wentz.
Carson Wentz, Derek Carr.
Wait. Game
Yep.
manager, Jared Goff.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Jared Goff is the perfect game manager.
I'm
Sure.
very, very cool with that. I think Matt Ryan could technically be outside of maybe the MVP-ish year. I mean, you have Julio Jones, and the conversation, the difference there when you say you have Derrick Henry versus you have Julio Jones, when you have Derrick Henry, you hand the ball off, you let him go.
Yeah.
With Julio Jones, you're just throwing it up, and that's why, like, at a young age, I thought about this, and tell me if you guys think this is crazy. I remember watching, like, a couple football games at, like, Easter and stuff like that, and it would always be on. It never made sense to me why the quarterback gets the yak. Why the quarterback's throwing yards are considered in the yards after the catch. It never
I
made
don't
sense
know.
to me.
I don't know.
Peyton Manning throws for 400 yards, but 200 of them are after the catch. Why is that the quarterback
Well,
stat?
okay, wait a sec though. Like Peyton Manning had a hell of a deep ball though that he was able to throw to Marvin Harrison and Richie White.
You are getting way too.
I'm sorry.
granular.
I'm sorry, but
That
like,
is just a fucking name I pulled out. Of
I
the
get
hat,
it. I'm
brother.
sorry. But yeah, I can
Tim
understand.
Tebow. For the
Tim
the
Tebow,
Hail
oh, God,
for
yeah.
the Hail Demarius, should he have gotten all those yards?
No.
The
Absolutely.
Minneapolis Miracle.
So,
But that's
so
also
how,
Go
go ahead, Greg.
But that's also Ben Roethlisberger's game right now, technically, is the idea of, and he's even been quoted about this too, is like, get your ball to your receiver fast and then let them do the work.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why did the quarterbacks gain stats for Yak, I guess? And what were you going to say?
How much of it do you think is this? It's just an old thing that they haven't changed. Because back in the day, they couldn't necessarily they didn't have enough people. They maybe didn't have the technology to be like, okay, he threw it exactly 30 yards, and then the wide receiver ran for another 30. Versus like, okay, we know that this play gained 60.
I think it comes from the conversation of, well, he has to be thrown open. Antonio Brown, for a large portion of his career in Pittsburgh, had to be thrown open by Big Ben, is what the moniker was against him. So I think it comes from the conversation of, this is a quarterback league. Like, we're not going to act like it isn't a quarterback league.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks are protected. Quarterbacks are the highest paid. Quarterbacks are everything. So I think any stat that makes the quarterback look more important makes sense for the quarterbacks. Now, the receivers, if you didn't count that as a stat, the receivers would get way more money.
Oh, absolutely. I also am willing to bet, too, that I think in terms of advanced analytics, that's probably measured, is how much of your yardage is kind of based off of the fact that your receiver does the majority of the work, which I bet you agents take advantage of when trying to get their receivers
Oh, for sure.
more money.
Anything
Yeah.
you can take advantage of.
Oh,
in that
absolutely.
sense,
Oh, yeah, definitely. So I think it's kind of taken into consideration there. But I think in terms of the general statistics, yeah, I can see why that's always been a big thing. But I think when they were probably coming up with the idea of yardage back in, the 50s and 60s when the forward pass was implemented, I think that's just kind of how they did it.
Which, what a dumbass thing to not have a forward pass before that.
I can't remember who was the one that implemented
Like,
it, too.
how do you not have a forward? Like, I get it now. Like, oh my God, how do we not have self-driving electrical cars? Like, I understand that it's, with the fucking times and shit.
Well, first off, Josh is in California. He should be able to answer that one.
Actually, Josh, technically you're in the past right now. So what happens? Is it exciting? I mean, it's 3 o'clock there. 4
Yeah.
o'clock.
4 o'clock there, yeah.
You're in the past. How does that
I
feel?
know. Well, you know what? It's really weird because
I mean,
the
Judge
computer
Judy should
I'm
be on right now.
The computer I'm on is fixed to East Coast time. It's been fucking me up the whole show.
Here's
I'm
the
like, oh, I'm going to bed soon.
here's the bullshit thing. Like at 7 o'clock right now, it's pitch black outside. Over there, it's absolutely still like sunlight right now.
Well, here's what I'll say. California, what is it? Pacific time? Mountain?
Specific.
Yeah.
It's specific.
It's definitely not that.
It's
Um,
sus time.
Yeah.
Sus time. Okay.
That is the single. So I've been on the extremes of both ends. That is the
Oh,
best.
God, that's true.
That is the best place to watch American football.
I was gonna ask, what is
In Hawaii?
What is Hawaii?
No.
technically
I was gonna
considered?
say L.A. So Hawaii is 6 hours
yeah.
behind East Coast.
Oh God.
So
That's awesome.
where L.A. is watching football at 10 in the morning at brunch, Hawaii, I woke up at 5:45 and started drinking. In Sweden, they are basically like from what I remember, like 10 hours ahead. So there was just no shot in hell.
Yeah.
that
you,
was just
you can't even argue.
that was just not happening. LA is the best because it's 10 o'clock. You go to brunch. The night game, it kicks off, at 8:20 here? So it's kicking off around 5:20 just when
Yeah.
you go to dinner. Like, it's the best to watch football. And
Yeah,
it sucks. It sucks for the Thursday and Monday night because you're not out of work. Like, you're just getting out of work when it starts and shit like that. Happy hour.
Oh, that's true. You can deal with happy hour at that.
Yeah, it was awesome because like everybody was kind of like doing their shit all day Sunday, like they were working and doing stuff, and like I was just like left alone on the couch,
Yeah.
and they have red zone here, so I was just like, okay,
Oh, clutch. That's
That was
awesome.
my first day in Hawaii. We literally, Josh, she went to work. I had beer. I sat on the couch and just watched football from 6 to like 5 o'clock, and I watched the night game. Like, what is it? 6 hours? Yeah, I watched the night game. Like, we got lunch and watched the Monday night game because that was Steelers
Wow.
Tampa.
That's
Like,
funny.
watching football in different time zones is the greatest thing ever. Oh,
It's
it feels like a
awesome.
treat. Yeah. Oh,
And
for sure.
What's even better has been the is how Pac-12 at night, right? Well, I'm
Yes.
watching Pac-12 games at what they're supposed to be.
Pac-12
during the day.
Well, here's
My
the
Saturday was better than my Sunday because Sunday at some point football ended. Football never ended on Saturday.
Well, here's the weird
And
thing.
Penn State sucks Saturdays.
Well, here's the weird thing
Well-
too. They've been pushing the Pac-12 starting at weird times too, like at noon on the East
I want
Coast.
to talk
so
about that later.
Yeah.
Let's keep talking about NFL because I do have 2 things I want to bring up about college football. 'cause
All right.
It's a big weekend for college football.
All right, let's talk some NFL trade rumors and wait, no, is it trade rumors you said you wanted to talk about, or was that just NBA?
That was NBA, yeah.
Yeah, because
I don't have anything for NFL because red line passed.
Yeah. I mean, the only conversation that we can have more about the NFL. Small says, "Fuck off, Deke. You're the one that left Penn State, Smalls," which we'll get to later. No, the only other real legitimate conversation that you can have about this is the quarterback situation. So how many teams
Yeah.
legitimately coming down need a quarterback that would be willing to take one in the first round next year?
I was gonna write an article actually. Not that I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No,
I
you
don't
did.
have
You
the-
did not. I was not talking.
Okay, all right.
You're good.
Oh, yeah, shut up. So I was gonna write an article. Why is it so hard to have a fucking backup quarterback?
What do you mean?
Like, why is it so rare to have a backup quarterback who can come in and win games?
Let's go down some teams here.
Yeah.
So Seattle Seahawks. I don't know who. And we're just gonna
Couldn't
do it
tell
this way. Don't you mean all the talk about the TTV Fantasy Football League trade rumors? Okay, Denny. Seattle Seahawks, no clue who their backup is. My guess would be Geno Smith. Does everyone have a guess and we can play this game?
Oh, this is fun. I could not tell you who it is.
Josh, do you have a guess? My guess is Geno Smith.
What about I don't got anything.
It's Geno Smith.
Wow.
And Greg is watching the
Good
same
call.
screen I'm watching.
Good call on your part. I would
Have
never
y'all
got
talked about who do you rather have, Lawrence or Fields? No. We'll get to that at the
We'll
end
get
of
to
this
that.
game, Timmy, because I love that question. Arizona Cardinals backup. I will let you guys both go first on the rest of them because I feel pretty confident.
Kurt Warner.
No. Greg?
Oh God.
Not looking.
I'm gonna be ballsy and just say Luke McCown.
I'm pretty sure it is Deshaun Kaiser. Oh, no, it's Brett Hundley. I get them confused, but Chris Streveler is the actual backup. Brett Hundley and Deshaun Kaiser, I very
okay.
much get confused.
Okay.
So it is Brett Hundley I would consider, even though he's technically
There
not.
goes beer number 4.
Proud of
Here
you.
comes beer
Proud of you,
number
man.
5.
Los Angeles Rams.
Wow.
It's not. Oh, it's the third guy from fucking Hard Knocks. Not Case Keenum, but the guy that was behind Case Keenum.
Do you have a name?
I don't remember the name.
Because I don't think it is.
I got nothing.
I've never heard of this dude in my life, and I did look this one up because I just didn't know. John Wolford.
Oh, yeah, that's not him.
Okay.
And the San Francisco 49ers,
Nick Mullins,
best backup in the league.
your boy.
Nick Mullins. Philadelphia Eagles.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Josh, any guess?
For who?
The Eagles.
Eagles? No, it's Jalen Hurts. I knew that.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't Nate Sudfeld. Washington football team. It currently.
Which one? Pick one. Dwayne Haskins technically is, but it was
Dwayne
Alex
Haskins
Smith.
is
Yeah,
the backup.
it would be because Kyle Allen's injured. Yeah.
Yeah. Dallas Cowboys.
Oh God.
Don't think it matters.
Yeah. Well, Dalton.
Danucci.
Well, no, because Dalton is apparently coming back, so it
I'd
would.
start Gilbert Grape.
Yeah, it would be Gilbert at this point. Yeah.
And
Gilbert played well on Sunday.
He did.
Very
He
much
played
so.
very well. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Credit.
Um,
He played well on Sunday.
New York Giants. I want to say it's Kyle Luetta, but I believe they cut him.
Eli Manning. No. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
It is Colt
Colt
McCoy.
I did not realize he was still in the
Fuck yeah.
league. Okay.
Good.
All right, we move on to the NFC South. New Orleans Saints.
Jameis Winston.
Taysom Hill.
No, it's Taysom Hill. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Jameis was the third quarterback in that Monday night game.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
And then he ate the W. Oh, it's fucking awesome.
Tampa Bay Bucks.
Oh shit.
I think I got it.
It's not Rosen. He's on the practice squad.
Yep.
I don't even know.
I can't remember. I have no idea.
I believe, and I don't have any. Let me see if it's TAM. Oh no.
TB.
Is it okay?
TB. Yeah.
I think it's Blaine Gabbert.
Wow. Look at you. Bravo.
Bro, I love backup
that's who it
quarterbacks.
was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love backup quarterbacks. Atlanta Falcons. This was Kyle Luetta, and it's not. I think I know what this one is too. So I'll let you both go first.
It's somebody decent because that's why they're willing to trade Matt Ryan. It's a younger guy, isn't it?
I can't. Oh God.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know about that. I know who it is though.
I have no idea.
Oh, who is it?
I believe
ATL.
it is Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Let's
Texans
go!
fans are crying
Right
everywhere.
back.
Brother, when I tell you I know backup quarterbacks, I know backup quarterbacks.
Right back where it all started for him, apparently.
Yeah,
Good for him. Good for
buddy.
him.
Poor kid.
Carolina Panthers.
I fuck no. I don't know. It's
I have no
Teddy
idea.
Two
Who
Gloves.
is it?
Will Greer. That is
Oh,
my
I
guess.
forgot about him. Good call.
Let me see if it is.
Yeah.
Will Greer and PJ Walker is
P.J.
the
Walker.
third string.
Shout out to Houston Roughnecks, baby.
All right.
PJ Walker, my boy.
Yeah. Speaking of your guys, aren't you somewhat of a Packers fan? Who is the Green Bay Packers
Yep.
backup?
Jordan
Yep, that's-
Love.
So
It's not Jordan Love though. He's third.
Who's the backup?
I don't know. I'm
Who's
trying
the
to think.
backup?
I think it's I don't know.
I swear to God,
GB.
Jordan Love is the third quarterback.
Tim
Tim
Boyle.
Boyle.
It's Tim Boyle.
Yeah.
Jordan Love is
Wow.
the
There you
third.
go.
Yeah. I cannot think of Tim Boyle, but I knew Jordan Love wasn't. Chicago
Yep.
Bears.
Mitch Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky,
Mitch.
which is hysterical.
Mitch.
Next up is the Chicago.
Have
or
you
no,
seen?
the
Have you guys seen the start Mitch shit though?
no.
Where they're saying that Mitch technically has won his first 3 games, even though
That he did.
technically Foles won the 3rd game, even though
Yeah.
Mitch started it, and like, it's bad, man.
People
I
just
feel
don't know what they want in Chicago, man.
so.
Apparently no.
Minnesota Vikings.
Oh.
Case Keenum is a backup, so who's buying Case Keenum?
I don't think he's in Minnesota.
Or no, that's Kirk. I'm sorry, huh? Kirk's in Minnesota.
I don't know.
Is it Case?
No. I know where
Oh,
Case
okay.
is. Minnesota Vikings backup quarterback, I believe. I don't know. I'm losing
I
it.
don't know either.
It is Sean Mannion. Yep, I knew it was
okay,
another.
okay.
It was another journeyman, but
Mhm.
whatever.
Oh, I know where Case Keenum is now.
Don't
too.
say it
Just-
because we're playing the game.
I won't. I
Yeah.
won't. I won't.
Okay, Detroit Lions.
Oh shoot.
I don't know. That poor kid came in and played pretty good though.
I know who it
After
is.
Stafford got hurt.
I know who it is.
I can't remember.
Josh, no guesses.
I can't remember the kid's name, but I watched a little bit when he came in.
David
on Sunday.
Blau. Bloughh.
Oh yeah, I remember that last year.
Oh, it's Chase Daniels. Fuck. Blau's the 3rd string. Chase Daniels is technically the backup, but Blau.
That's
I
it,
thought
yeah.
Blau came in.
I thought he did
Uh,
last year. Yeah.
He
Well,
did. I
Chase
think
Daniels
he
was a
the
Bear
one that
last
came
year.
in.
Oh, that explains it. But
So-
Blau did play last year. I do
It
remember
is
that.
Timmy. It is Chase Daniels. We're just pulling up the official depth
No,
chart.
yeah, Chase Daniels is the one that came in on Sunday because the Lions were losing so bad, and then like when Red Zone flipped back, I realized Stafford wasn't in anymore, and I texted my friend who's a Lions fan. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
just not fair.
No, that's what I text my buddy Behrman all the time. I'm like, hey, like we get it.
Yeah.
Like we're sorry.
Yeah.
Let's pump out the AFC and then let's get to some other things because I
Okay.
love this game. Buffalo Bills backup quarterback.
Doesn't matter because they have the MVP starting.
Definitely not Tyrod Taylor at least.
It would be Buff. I have
Poor-
BUF.
I know it's typo.
Can we just for a second, like,
Is it Barkley?
I think it's Matt Barkley
It might be Barkley. Yeah.
because it's not Jake Fromm who I think is their 3rd. Yep, Matt Barkley.
Wow.
Attaboy,
Okay.
Vo.
Look at you.
You know, in your USC quarterbacks. What were you saying, Josh?
can we just like light a candle for Tyrod Taylor never getting a fair shot?
Yes, except for the simple fact that every quarterback that is in the current teams that he's been on looks great except for Baker.
Right.
Like,
It
started
sucks.
in
Like,
Baltimore, went to Buffalo, went to Cleveland,
Yeah.
now in LA, and it's like every place that you've left, man, does that quarterback look good except Cleveland.
Yeah.
Right. I just feel so
I love
bad for him
Tyrod.
every time I like because Herbert got hurt again this weekend, right?
No,
And I was like-
Herbert's fine.
Oh, he's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he got hurt. Or
Hey.
he left the game.
Tyrod Taylor's the greatest rushing quarterback in Virginia Tech history,
Which is scary to think
Yeah.
about.
which is where Mike Vick went.
Yeah.
Right. No. Anyway. go ahead.
So we
and
move-
Marcus Vick went too.
and Marcus Vick. We move on to the Miami Dolphins, which I think is easy.
Fitzmagic.
Fitzmagic.
It's a fucking shame. They should have traded him.
Then we go to the New England Patriots.
Stidham.
Hoyer.
Yep.
Hoyer.
Oh, that's right. Hoyer.
Brian Hoyer.
My bad.
Put some respect on the name. Brian Hoyer.
Is he not the best backup?
Nick Mullins in my
Yeah,
mind.
Nick Mullins
Okay.
is.
All right.
We'll go through
Alright.
because that's what we're doing this game for, guys. For everybody that's joining late, we're playing the game of who's the backup because we're gonna get to who the best backup is. New York Jets,
Joe Flacco.
Sam Darnold.
Yes.
Technically, I mean,
Yeah,
technically.
technically, after
Technically.
Monday. After
Yep.
Monday.
Tennessee Titans.
I have no
I don't even
idea.
know.
I think. Oh wait, I did that. My personal. I'm trying to think because it's somebody kind of young. I want to say, but I could also be terribly wrong on that. Let's just click it and see.
Because last year
Logan
wasn't
Woodside, yes.
Eh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they drafted the kid out of Cole McDonald.
Deontay Foreman's their third running back. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But they had signed Cole McDonald, who was the Hawaii quarterback from last year's
Oh,
draft,
okay.
and then dropped him.
Fuck yeah, Hawaii.
Fuck yeah, Hawaii. We go on to the Colts, who I believe is, in my opinion, as of all the guys,
Jake Fromm.
No, it's
He's
the
Bills.
guy from New England. Starts with a B.
Who was drafted
For
by the
D.
Colts this year?
there was a quarterback drafted by the Colts, but he is not the backup.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Dorsett.
Oh,
No.
Dorsett. Sorry.
Jacoby Brissett.
Brissett, my bad.
Brissett, yeah, thank
Their
you.
backup is Jacob Eason. Or their
Easton,
third
okay.
string.
Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
you were in the same vicinity.
Mhm.
Yeah, Timmy, you had that one in the chat, brother. Next, we go to the Jacksonville Jaguars,
Doesn't matter because they have the man.
except who he didn't play this recent
So
week.
Luton?
Luton, yeah.
Luton? Yeah.
He actually looked good in
Who
that
had a
spin move.
great game.
He
Spin
did.
That
move.
spin move at the goal line was incredible.
Spin
Yeah.
move be damned at that point.
Yeah. Oh, we skipped the Houston Texans.
Oh, apologies. Houston Texans.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
My guess then is I'm just going to go with Deshaun Kaiser. He's got to be somewhere, right?
AJ McCarron.
And then Josh McCown. I forgot about Josh McCown. God damn it.
I
Josh
didn't
McCown has been sitting in Texas as the practice squad
That's
for the Philadelphia
right.
Eagles, and the Texans signed him as their third string legitimate quarterback because he's living in Houston.
Damn.
Oh, that's right.
Dude, there's a lot of teams that could use Josh McCown right now.
Yeah. Go figure on that one.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll let that one up to the people. Pittsburgh Steelers,
Mason.
Duck.
That's correct. There's the best backup. It's over. Let's end the game.
Baltimore Ravens,
RG3.
Cleveland Browns, Josh.
That would be Mason. Or fuck.
What?
I'm gonna call in a station and
Oh,
say you're cut off.
That's Case Keenum.
That is Case
Yeah,
Keenum.
good job.
And the Cincinnati Bengals,
Oh,
I
shoot.
don't know.
I believe.
They also don't need a backup.
I don't know who their backup is.
They
My-
have the second coming of Joe Montana. as
My
their starter.
guess
They don't
right
need one.
now is either Ryan Finley or Jeff Driscoll.
I'd say Finley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ryan
okay.
Finley. I knew it was one of the two of them.
Finley?
One's better than the other. Yeah, it's Finley. Then we get to the last one, which is the AFC West. Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, who was their backup
Do
last
they
year?
have a backup?
Isn't it
They do. He got convinced to come back from retirement, if I believe correctly.
Ooh.
Oh, it's not the same guy as last year?
Well, he last year was when he got convinced to come out of retirement.
Oh, fuck. I'm trying to remember it for that one game. No, 2 games. I'm sorry. He played 2
Yes.
games.
He got destroyed by Bud Dupree when he played for this Florida team. We were there.
Fuck.
I We can't were at the remember game.
I can't remember.
Now let me make sure it's actually him. It is not even him. It's not even Matt Moore.
Okay.
He's got Chad Henne as his backup.
Okay, I
I
was gonna-
thought it was Matt
Oh.
Moore.
Matt Moore.
That's
okay.
reliable.
It's
Chad
not.
Henne's reliable.
He's not.
Mm-mm.
He's
No?
not at all. I understand. Like, sounds like a reliable name. Like, oh, who sold you your car insurance? Chad Henne down at Henne
He
Insurance.
was a starter for the
Jacksonville
Jets?
Jaguars.
Oh, my yes, big cat quarterbacks. are my
It was
favorite.
definitely more last year, Timmy. Yeah, that's who I thought it was this year. That was my guess, but
okay.
it was him. Raiders.
Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look just to make sure because he was on IR for a little bit, and I want to make sure it would be LV.
Didn't they
Nathan
have a
Peterman is the backup. Nathan Peterman.
right!
Where's Ryan Votash? Where's Ryan Votash?
Damn it.
Come
Why
on,
didn't you answer
hail
that in the
Pitt,
chat,
Greg.
Bo? Why didn't you answer
They're
that in the
over
chat?
your left shoulder.
Hail to Pitt, Greg.
My bad.
And then we get to the Denver Broncos.
Oh God, which one?
No, who's Drew Lock's backup?
They've had to use 3 at this point, right?
They have, yeah.
One of them is Jeff Driscoll, who is not the backup. What do you mean you're doing here? We're not even muted, Vo. Driscoll is not the backup to me.
I have no idea. I can't remember who started.
Brian Rapien,
Ah,
or Brett
That's right.
Rapien.
whatever.
And the last team that we have not talked about, the L.A. Chargers.
Tyrod Taylor.
Who's their third string?
Easton
Easton
Stick.
Stick. What a name.
Wow, I forgot about him.
So out of all those names, who's the best backup in the NFL?
Duck.
Timmy, I want you to chime in on this one too. Because in all seriousness, I think it's Nick Mullins.
I agree. I mean, like, especially not even including this year, but last year he got 2 years ago actually. He got great game reps in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this is a guy that could. He has a Matt Schaub type path to a starting quarterback job, really, if you think about it.
I think obviously Fitzy is being in there is a great one. You talk about Jacoby Brissett and his future in the league. I do think that he needs another one. Which
I
Timmy
think
writes in Brissett.
Belichick really wants Brissett back.
I mean, I want him to go back there.
Yeah.
I think another, obviously, notable one is the difference between Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill. I think that's an interesting
Right.
conversation.
Yeah.
That
Right.
can be had. Yeah, agreed. So does
Yeah,
that help
they'll
you?
both be starters by next year.
I hope so.
I
Yeah.
And does that help your article there, Joshy Poo?
Yeah, I think that does definitely open up the conversation because there were some names in there where I was like, oh, I remember that guy, or yeah, oh, he could start a game and win it if he needed to.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the ultimate starter ever, or backup rather, is Charlie Batch. Like every year, Ben would not
ultimate
play a
backup?
game.
Because I think Nick Foles won a Super Bowl.
Well, that's true.
See, Charlie Batch
Really?
would. Charlie Batch would.
Charlie won that Super Bowl. I don't know.
He would have done pretty well in my
Hey,
opinion.
Charlie Batch is in the process of building.
Charlie Whitehurst.
He's in the process of building a community center in the borough that I currently live in. So I'm giving him total credit right
Timmy
now.
writes in a
Love
really good
Charlie
comment though. If the Steelers have Brissett, they make the playoffs last year. If the Steelers had
Fuck
Brissett,
yeah.
if the Steelers had Nick Mullins, they make the playoffs.
Even Josh Dobbs last year.
Yeah, he would have been much more.
Yeah,
he's such a safe quarterback. But anyways, all right, let's dive into what is our preview for our Pittsburgh Steelers segment.
Let's do it.
So that's
Cheer the Steelers,
And it
black
still
and
says
the
Titans, so
gold.
well.
This town of Pittsburgh's hard.
Double yoy all the way from California.
So
We
is the
gotta
Titans
play.
logo.
What happened? Am I going?
No,
No,
keep
you're
going,
fine.
Keep going,
It
keep
just,
going,
it
keep
just,
going.
I'm laughing because it so is the.
Joey Burrow
It is the
is-
line. The Titans logo.
We figured out what you forgot to do.
I didn't forget to do shit.
Oh shit! Fuck man, Joe Burrow's gonna play well. Hopefully Ben plays. I don't know, man. I really think that if you had a game that you could win with your backup quarterback, it's probably this one. But I don't want to see Mason Crosby go toe to toe with Joe Burrow. If Ben plays, Steelers win. If not, it's gonna be close. Steelers 28 to Bengals 13.
All right, folks. Let's think about this really clear. The Bengals sent a tweet out with TJ Houshmandzadeh wiping his shoes with a terrible towel. What happened that year? Carson Palmer ended up tearing his ACL. That's what happened. Do the Bengals really want that to happen to their good old boy in Joe Burrow? I think not. But they are putting that bad juju on them. Which, by the way, did you see how Juju played last week? Played damn good, didn't he? He's going to continue that trend. Give me the Lurs this week. I'm going to go 24 to 13.
I just want to start this off by saying Josh is 100% correct. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody wants to see Green Bay Packers kicker Mason Crosby start at quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Josh is live on camera to address that statement. Josh, are there trade rumors about us acquiring Mason Crosby, kicker for the Green Bay Packers?
He's the single bar guy. He's pretty badass. He could probably play quarterback.
So, barring madness, we're going to play the Green Bay Packers kicker at quarterback. But if we don't, and we play Big Ben Roethlisberger like we should do, and Mason Crosby would have to get kicked off the team for that, give me Steelers 28, Bengals 21 in a closer than we would like matchup, but I think Burrows is the realest of deals. Wow, Josh.
Did I say Mason
You
Crosby?
said
You did Mason Crosby.
and I looked at Greg and I was like, I have to say something.
I told him. I whispered to him. I said, "You do it. I'm not doing it."
Oh, Josh.
It's been a night. All right.
Shout out to Anheuser Busch for supplying the beer to Josh.
I miss my boys, and I'm just drinking because of it.
Shout out to California for giving him all the beer that he needs.
Yeah. But seriously, I know Ben's got both knees were hurt. He's got COVID protocol. Is he gonna play?
So the last word that we got out of camp was that first off that it is just protocol.
Timmy puts a hydrate in just so everyone knows.
He has not tested positive for COVID. that we know of. It was contact tracing. It was him. It was Vince Williams. It was Gerald Hawkins, and it was someone else too. I can't remember who, but
Vance.
Va-
McDonald.
no, Vance is the one that tested
Jalen
positive.
Samuels.
Jalen
Oh, okay.
Samuels, thank you. But yeah, sorry, thank you for that.
I just like your flag.
Thanks. But Vance McDonald was the one who tested positive. He will obviously not play, which is going to actually hurt the running game because McDonald's been playing very well in terms of a blocker
He's
for him.
best when he doesn't have to be the only tight end on the field.
Right,
Which is
'cause-
why Ebron was so massive.
Right, which is why Ebron's been so good. But going into this game, no, I expect Ben to play in all seriousness. Like, there hasn't been any word about him testing positive throughout the week. So as far as I'm aware, I think he'll play. If he does play, I look at this Bengals team. Burrow's been playing out of his mind. I love the way Joe Burrow's been playing, but we have to look at this Bengals team as a whole. This offensive line is horrible. This
Yeah.
defense is rebuilding. Their best player is
Just signed Tack
Joe
McKinley.
Burrow.
they did just sign Tack McKinley,
Just
but
signed Tack McKinley.
yeah, but their best player is Jesse Bates, who is a great safety in this league. But aside from that, though, I mean, if you continue to do what the Steelers do with regards to setting the tone with the running game and then doing the dink and dunk with the passing game and letting the receivers do the work, there honestly shouldn't be a reason that the Steelers don't win this game. Like
You said that about the Cowboys too.
I did, and they still won that game.
It should be an interesting, do they play down to their talent? But more importantly, if I was a running back on the Steelers roster right now, I'd be licking my lips.
Yeah, Timmy, you were also
Connor should have a game.
Well, and they brought up Edmonds, who is obviously Terrell Edmonds' younger brother, Trey Edmonds,
Yeah.
because my assumption is in the awkward off chance that Jalen Samuels can't go.
Yeah, and Timmy, you are correct. Joe Mixon has not practiced at all this week. He's still recovering from an injury. So Giovanni Bernard is probably going to be the starter, which means I have to fix my fantasy lineup, unfortunately.
Ooh, can I put a bet in?
You can
right.
if you want. I mean, I don't know if you can while you're in California, but by all means.
Well, this isn't a money bet. Keedy, if the Bengals lose to the Steelers, you have to bring me a cup of coffee. That's my bet.
That's a fair bet.
And if you lose,
On the insane chance that I lose, I will bring him a cup of coffee all the way at Waynesburg.
to Waynesburg College during
Yeah.
one of his classes.
I will deliver it.
Interesting. Okay. I'll text him.
That's not too terrible of a drive, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
That's a good bet. I like that. But no, But also, let's think about this too. When you talk about playing down their level of competition, which is something the Steelers do, they play down to their level of competition against a fourth-string quarterback. Joe Burrow ain't a fourth-string quarterback. I think they're very aware of how good this guy is. That I don't think they're going to play.
You
down
think
to
that
his
they
level.
didn't prep for Gilbert? Like, what's the difference
they were
between
quoted
playing
as,
down?
They were quoted as saying that they were preparing for Andy Dalton. So
Did they?
yeah, but but like, come on, man. You know that the Steelers play down to their level of
They
competition.
play down. They don't prepare down. They play down.
Yeah,
Their
but-
preparation level does not change from week to week. The difference is that they play down to low competition because they know there's a low barrier of fucking up.
But they're not going to play down to the Bengals when they know that Joe Burrow has
See,
been killing it
that's,
this week.
That's
though.
the difference, is what I'm saying. You're saying that playing down means that they don't prepare each week.
Okay.
Is what you're correlating the two. You're saying that they are taking Joe Burrow so serious that they will not play down to the competition.
Yes.
Means that they did not take any other previous quarterback serious to play down to the. I mean, the Eagles game. Like, the Eagles game was playing down to your competition. That team was shit, and we played down to their level. They almost beat us.
Yeah.
You talk about the Titans game. You talk about the
Titans game, that was a good Titans team, though, man.
Yeah, but you talk about, I mean, against the Cowboys literally, I mean, the Ravens ran all over us. The Cowboys ran all over. It was a super weird. We are not we are an undefeated team because that is what's happening on paper, and we have easily been the best second half team in the NFL. We
That's
have
true.
come out of the locker room more prepared than any NFL team in this
Which is
entire
not-
season ever.
Which is not something that you could
Just
say
one
about a
season,
Mike
but so.
Tomlin team, too. Which is
True.
Which is crazy. So the fact this is like absolute growth with this team right there. The fact that Mike Tomlin is able to adjust so well in the second half that they've been able to lead.
Austin is a little bish and won't bet me this week. And oh, yeah, so Denny tried to extend a bet to Austin about wearing a Jester's outfit on the rankings court because Austin is projected to win, and Austin said no.
Oh, come on, Oz.
So my assumption is that the hype train conductor, Denny himself.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was projected to
Scared.
beat Denny, and I actually won, so just throwing that out there.
Scaring people. Anything else about this matchup, guys?
No, I did want to get to some college football though before we get to the ranking, if that's cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Before we
All
do,
right.
yeah, just looking at this matchup, like honestly,
Oh,
like
sorry.
there's, like looking at this Bengals team, like yes, they're on the rise and all that, but
I don't get what your whole like they won't play down to this team's level. I don't get that at all.
why don't you get that?
You are saying that they will not play down to this team's level because they're going to take Joe Burrow serious.
And because yes, and
But they've played down. They've played to the exact level of every team this year except for the Cleveland Browns. Are you saying that they did not take any of those teams serious? That's where I don't understand.
I don't know, man. I just look at it as the fact that this Bengals team is not necessarily a pushover like we've seen in years past, and also it's a division rival team too. I don't think the Steelers are going to go into this game with maybe their blinders on, or maybe like the idea of we should roll over this team pretty easily or something like that. I think they're taking this team very seriously, and I think they will not play down to their level.
I just when I hear play down to their level, that is a game day negative comment.
Okay.
That is something that is no matter how much we prepare, no matter what we do, we play to their level.
Okay.
So that's where I think the disconnect comes from the term. So I get what you're saying. Like I know what you mean by it.
Right.
For me, when you say play down to the level, it's like it doesn't matter how we prepare, what we do. If they play like shit, we're just gonna play like shit too. And so that's where I think they take all their quarterbacks they play seriously because we've had a strong slate of games. Like being 8-0 with this schedule, like going back, looking at this schedule and being 8-0 is insane.
So, okay, real quick, I will compare it to this. Next week they play the Jaguars. That is a game that I can see them play down to the level of competition
They could
because
lose
of
that
that.
game.
Yes, exactly. That is the game that I
but
think
we
they
could lose this game.
But
I think that too.
but I'm also saying
Is-
with you is
yeah.
because of the fact they're so heightened with how good Joe Burrow is, I don't think they will.
So because Joe Burrow is a better quarterback than next week's quarterback, we have
Yes.
a better chance of winning this week than we do next week.
But
Yes.
But that's also assuming that the entire game hinges on the defense. And to be honest, it's been the offense that has stuttered and has been the better. They've been the better second half offense. The defense has kind of held steady, and then they make big splash plays when they need to. And I think like the defense is going to eat up Joe Burrow just like they've eaten up every other quarterback as far as getting pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah.
But the offense concerns me. And especially if Ben Roethlisberger's in his own head thinking about what a warrior he is because he's playing with two bum knees.
I'm playing
Like,
with a
I
bum
think
knee.
I think when he
Timmy,
play,
I do
Here-
want to read a comment real quick. Timmy writes in, so I think the week is different than last because Burrow wants to throw. Last week they prepare as if Zeke is going to run a bunch, then Gilbert started throwing and it messed up the game plan.
yeah.
But that is in the preparation stage, which I understand. The disconnect comes from, and I know you have things to say about it, Greg. The disconnect comes from because this is a good quarterback, we will beat this team.
Yes.
But because the next team has a bad quarterback, they could win. Doesn't add up. in
Why
my
doesn't
brain.
it? Why doesn't it add up?
How the fuck does that add up in your brain?
Because that
Yeah.
that's
What
what,
do you mean? How
that's
does it
what
not
I,
add up?
That's what
You're-
I've seen from the years of Mike Tomlin coach Steelers teams. When they're playing a team that they actually are focused on and a team that they want to get up for, they rise to the occasion. When it's a team that they couldn't give two shits about, or it's not necessarily a team that's looked at as fondly, they play down
Are the
to level of
Bengals looked
competition.
at fondly.
In terms of lately, because of how good Burrow's playing, yes. I'm not expecting them to play down to this game, man.
Okay, but
think he's
you
wrong
you
too, Derek.
you are saying that based on what you've seen from Mike Tomlin teams, we play down to worse teams, right?
Yes.
And that is your basis on this
usually
argument.
those
But the
worst-
Bengals are bad.
But usually those worst teams have backup quarterbacks and all that. Do you not remember us going to see them play the Oakland Raiders and that horrible game they played against Bruce Gradkowski?
Yeah, I very much do. They
Yeah.
played down to the Raiders level.
Against a backup quarterback who should not have beaten us. You're going up against the number one.
Greg, take a deep breath and look at the fact that you were trying to explain to me that because we are playing a better quarterback,
Yes.
we have a better chance of winning than
Yes.
against a bad quarterback.
Yes.
What the fuck does that mean?
I am.
Yeah, I don't know.
Josh,
Flat-
I need something.
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't understand
I don't-
what the fuck is
I'm
happening.
with you, Derek. I don't get it.
I am
don't.
flat out telling you that the Steelers pay more attention to a quarterback that is very good. I give them a better chance to win because they are going to prepare better and they're going to play better.
Who beats us?
Who beats us?
The Kansas City Chiefs or the Miami Dolphins? Because based on your sentence right there, we should trash the Kansas City Chiefs, but we'll have trouble with Tua.
I'm not saying they'll trash the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm just saying they'll have a better chance of winning because they're preparing, and they're probably going to play better against it.
We have a better chance of winning against the Chiefs than the Dolphins because Patrick Mahomes is that much better than Tua.
Yes.
Well, technically, by Greg's standards, we know that Tua is a good quarterback.
Oh,
Therefore,
true,
they
true.
should be both.
Let's do this. So we have a better chance of beating the Chiefs than we do the Jets.
Yes.
Yes.
That's Greg's. That's Greg.
That's
Yes.
Greg's argument.
Yes.
Greg's argument is the Pittsburgh Steelers have a better chance.
We lost to the Jets last year.
Not with Joe Flacco.
Lost to Sam Darnold, though.
Who
But
people
we have lost to Joe Flacco a lot, Derek.
We have.
for sure, but
That's
I
even
still don't.
worse.
This argument is based around the Steelers and what you know,
Yes.
not any legitimate anything.
I'm flat out telling you what I have seen through my own eyes about how the Steelers play against.
I understand,
Good competition.
but the Bengals are not good competition, right?
As a team, no, but I'm
Okay,
telling you
so
they
the
have a
Bengals
good
are
quarterback
the
that
Bengals
is
are
going.
not. The Bengals are not
Jesus
good competition. That you were saying we play good or we play good against good competition. We play shit against shit competition. Are the Bengals good?
Mediocre. Fine.
They're shit.
Fine. Okay.
So we're.
Derek, say it.
I'm just so
Say it.
fucking confused because we have a big chance of losing this weekend, but you believe because Joe Burrows is good at football, we have a much better chance.
Because of all the hype that Joe Burrow has gotten this year, and because of how much
I think that's a discredit to the coaching staff.
Every single media has praised how great Joe Burrow is, and it's because if your eye test tells you Joe Burrow is actually a damn good quarterback, they're going to not
You
fall
think
behind
Mike
on this
Tomlin
one.
lets
Yes.
that happen? You legitimately believe Mike Tomlin lets that happen?
It's happened previously.
You formally think right now that Mike Tomlin does not care about the quarterback on the other team unless he is a big name. That is what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm
That
talking
is-
about the players.
So the players just ignore what the coaches and staff say.
I mean,
They're like,
t-
"Oh, fuck
talk-
you. It's a
talk about
random
last
third
week.
string."
Talk about last week then. How that happened.
Greg, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying the Bengals are a
Doesn't
bad
sound
team.
like you're agreeing with me.
Greg, you literally just looked me in the face and said we have a better chance of beating the Kansas City Chiefs than the New York fucking Jets.
We do. I'm telling you flat out from what I have seen
This
from
is the dumbest fucking
No,
thing
it
I've
is
ever heard of.
not.
We're gonna take
You're
a commercial
wrong.
break.
You're
We're gonna
flat out
take a
wrong.
commercial.
Yes.
We're gonna
Hit
take
him
a
with
commercial break, guys, because this is insanity. So we'll be
Give him
right
the
back.
trash ass statement.
Goodbye.
Hi, I'm Josh. I like pizza. Do you like pizza?
When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie. We've let it coagulate. Show Greg, king of coagulation there.
Coagulation is key.
Homemade Greek ranch.
Do you like watching people eat pizza? Help me, because I'm on the quest to find the best pizza in Pittsburgh.
Hand-forged pizza. Vita Vita Vici. That's amore.
Make sure you're sending in your recommendations for the best pizza in Pittsburgh, because I'm gonna go, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna hold it to my standards.
It's the aftertaste is the barf. It's where the barf comes
Oh
in.
yeah.
I agree. It's bomb pizza.
Can your favorite pizza place pass the test? Find out.
ladies.
Austin?
What?
What?
He's on screen. What do you mean?
I don't hear him.
Well, he's got a weird mic in his hand. But
Yeah, it looks like he's singing. What's he trying to sing?
Deke.
Oz?
Okay, so can I read the chat really quick? Because Greg, there's people defending you. Well, let's talk about the people that are defending him. So, you know, that Birdman says, which he's a Chelsea fan and a Celtics fan, so loser. Greg, I'm on board with you. We always lose to teams with shit records that show up to good games. Vo says, I think I get what he's saying. With a good quarterback, you have to prepare more to play against him, which it's the top level of fucking athletics in the NFL. You do not need more prep time than what you have. I think that's a crazy assumption. Like, you were literally in the NFL. So then we get down to Greg, or what was it? Yeah. But Greg, Deke doesn't understand. I'm with you, Dat Birdman. Okay. Hope you guys are fighting when the break is over. We did. Slow Pound, what's up, Gentlefish?
They did.
I peed on him. Gonna be the longest commercial break ever. False. We're here. Deke has Greg in a chokehold. Big facts.
Yeah.
Dat Birdman says, not even Deke is silly to not understand Greg's point of view, but yes, behind the cameras he does. We did. Okay. I totally get Greg's point of view. He's just fucking wrong. So anyways, Josh, you are currently in the top camera here.
That's right.
In case you can't see.
Yep.
Do you
look at mountains instead?
I mean, that's what
They're
Greg had asked
way
for
in the
that
distance,
to happen.
man.
Yeah.
Way in the distance. But they're a good look. They're a good look for you.
Austin looks funny. No, Austin looks great, guys. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Austin
looks beautiful.
Austin looks like a strapping young gent.
All right. Can I play this game where I'll say what
up to
Debbie
Greg.
Cake I think is coming up?
It's up to Greg.
Okay.
Let him do it.
All right, guys. Tonight's ranking from the ranking. He is my cousin. He is Austin. He ranks things. Top 10 Little Debbie snacks, which I can tell you right now, this is a complete farce and a piece of shit.
There has to
ranking.
the number one has to be obvious. If it's not, I'm gonna be pissed.
Give me your two guesses for number one.
How's it not oatmeal cream pie?
It's got to be a zebra cake, a Little Debbie.
Zebra cake is Little Debbie. Did you ever see the Will Ferrell skit?
It's got to be fun.
Did you guys ever see Will Ferrell when he went on to Jimmy Fallon and was Little Debbie?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Jimmy
No.
Fallon goes, "Hello, Little." He goes, "It's Little Debbie." Dude, it's the great. We're watching it before we leave.
All right, fine.
Amazing thing ever.
All right.
So, anyways, guys, here we go.
It's
Top
gotta be
10
oatmeal
Little
cream
Debbie
pie.
snacks. What is number 10, Josh?
Number 10 is Banana Twins.
Fudge rounds.
Ah.
Fudge Rounds is 10?
Fudge rounds is 10.
Fudge rounds is 10.
Bro.
Wow.
Brutal.
Number 9, Josh. What do we got?
Number 9 is gotta be the honey buns.
I did not know those were Little Debbie.
I didn't either. That's a good call.
What do you think, Greg? Any picks?
I'm gonna go.
There's a lot more than I remembered.
Yeah, Lil Debbie I think has a peanut butter cream pie actually, so I'm gonna go that one.
Okie dokie.
Okay, that's good.
You are both technically incorrect. It is chocolate marshmallow pies. Show me banana pudding.
Marshmallow pies. All right.
Number 8.
Number 8. Oh, I can't believe Fudge Round was 10. Is the Nutty Bar.
I actually like that.
You antichrist loving motherfucker. What do you mean the Nutty Bar is 8? The Nutty Bar is the great. Are you what?
Well, hang on, because I have my top 5, so I need to know.
Nutty Bar is not in your top 5.
No, Nutty Bar's not in my top.
No, Nutty
Okay,
Bar.
fun fact: the squeeze out's real.
Yeah.
Number 8 is chocolate cupcakes.
Was this like their? Was this their
what?
answer to like the ho hos or something like that?
No.
or-
Chocolate cupcake.
you'll
is
see.
8?
Okay.
No, I know what you're talking about, and that one is drastically ruined.
Okay,
for
gotcha,
this
gotcha,
one.
gotcha.
You are correct that there is one. All right, number 7, boys.
That's probably the oatmeal cream pie.
Oh, Greg's number 1 overall.
If
How do you
it-
feel about that, Greg?
Man, I'm gonna be pissed if it's this low.
Number 7 is Cosmic Brownies.
What?
Yeah, Cosmic Brownies.
Cosmic Brownie isn't in the top 5?
I just had to lower both of your audios so
What
heavily.
a fucking moron!
So here's what I'll say about Cosmic Brownies. I never buy them, but I'm so excited when they're at
Oh,
somebody's
God.
place. I never buy them, but when
If
they're at
someone-
someone's apartment, I am so happy.
If someone has
What
cosmic
a
brownies, God, they are amazing to me.
right?
Yes.
They're like the perfect
That's ridiculous.
other thing.
They are.
So Cosmic Brownies would be my top 5. Let's go to
Okay.
number 6 here, boys. Number 6
That's
is
gotta be the Christmas trees.
Okay.
now. Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Those are just a holiday zebra cake, right?
I thought they were
Kinda.
So I thought they had holiday cosmic brownie version, which was also that too.
Maybe, but the Christmas trees are literally a zebra cake,
Okay.
but in the different shape, right? Unless I'm thinking of something different.
I feel like Austin probably has zebra cake at 6.
Number 6 is zebra cake.
Ah!
Zebra cake is 6.
Yep.
That's number 1.
No.
Bro.
There is one that's a clear number 1, one that's a clear number 2, and neither of them are in the correct. Well, I guess number 2.
I'm
maybe,
very
but-
happy if he has oatmeal cream pie in top 5. I'll be happy. Just
That's
please.
fucked.
Greg, do me a favor. Do not text Austin after the show. Number 5.
No.
What do we got for number 5, guys?
No.
Number 5 has to be the Swiss rolls.
See, those are my number 1. Those are
I
the ho-ho
know. Those
officiant.
are probably number 1.
The Hostess
yeah.
ho-hos, Greg. The little
Right.
Debbie, little
Okay, okay, gotcha.
Swiss
yeah.
rolls are my.
They're your.
It does me in the shorts. It
All right,
just,
all right, I got you. I got you.
Number 5 is birthday cakes.
birthday cakes.
Birthday cakes.
That's a zebra cake. It's a Tom Collins lemonade vodka scenario.
Wait, is a little Debbie a birthday cake? Or no, it's a birthday. It's its own box.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
Same thing. Same thing.
What the fuck is a
There's
birthday cake?
there's no chocolate on this, so yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah, it's the little
Yeah.
drizzle. This list is fucked. Hey guys, do me a
Yes.
favor. First person to hit 2,000 bits tonight can meet us at Stinky's afterwards. So
Ooh.
Denny,
Yeah.
you're only 200 away.
Yeah.
First person to reach 2,000 bits can meet us at Stinky's. Number 4 is
The fig bars.
Fig bars. I forgot they had fig bars. Wow.
gross bastard. Number 4 is Swiss cake rolls, which I spelled wrong.
Okay.
There you go, Josh. In honor of you.
All right.
Personally, I think Swiss cake rolls is number 1, hands down. But that
Swiss
also is a nostalgic, childish
Mm-hmm.
type effect.
Sure,
Number
sure.
3.
Has to be the devil dogs.
Any guess, Greg? So there's one other one that there's 2.
Yeah.
That I love that are still available. The one I think if Swiss cake rolls is 4 is my number 1, and the other one is number 3, and then there's something in between I'm just not thinking of, but
I'm not sure to be honest with you. Yeah. Go
no
ahead.
problem, buddy. Let's go number 3. Honey buns.
Ah, okay.
Honey buns I think is a
That's
respectable
fair.
top 5.
Honey buns is fair.
Respect.
Honey buns is fair. I don't know if
Yes.
it's this high, but it does deserve to be in the top 10. I will give you that.
Respect.
I will say the
Respect.
only one that I formally agree with is number 2.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All
Well,
right.
weren't you the one that said though that they could be number 1 or 2? That would be fair.
They?
I thought you went back and forth on 1 and 2 though.
So my number 1 is Swiss cake rolls.
okay, gotcha.
And so what I said was
Sure.
he had number 1 and 2 wrong, but switch, and I was like, wait, no, he had 1 wrong, 2 is correct. So
Okay.
you're right that
okay.
Okay.
Number 2 is Josh.
Donut sticks.
It has to be oatmeal cream pie. It has to.
Nutty Buddy wafer bars.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
That's my number
Alright.
2.
Nutty Buddy, as long as it's on here, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
It's just they're just is it Nutty Buddy?
I feel like it's Nutty Buddy. Yeah. Nutty Buddy.
It is Nutty Buddy. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I always get there's so many that are similar, but Nutty Buddy like Nutty Bars. Nutty Buddy was the 2.
Okay.
So
okay.
which
okay.
I mean they're the same.
Yeah, yeah.
Nutty Bars is the name of the thing. Nutty
Right.
Buddy was when there was 2 of them because they had a buddy. Anastasia writes in hydrate. She wants to have sex tonight. That's why Josh is
Apparently.
getting wasted.
Austin's not gonna have.
You got a big laugh out of that. Yeah. What are you doing later?
I know my
How you
demographic.
doing?
Let me put Josh in frame because he continues to move slightly to the right in some awkward fashion.
I'm on my 6th beer. Just leave me be.
I'm on
Bravo.
a boat. It says take a sip of water.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
it means.
Anastasia,
I
he's
refuse.
your husband. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he has water by unless he wants to drink some snow or something.
Wait, Anastasia.
Did have
Wait,
water.
come on camera. I want to hear her reaction to this.
It's not.
Come
if it-
on.
if it's not oatmeal cream pie, I'm gonna be pissed. It's not.
Yeah, it's got to be oatmeal cream pie at 1, right?
It's the classic.
It's got to be. If it's not fucking zebra
I'm
cake.
not releasing it till Anastasia gets on camera.
I mean, zebra cakes isn't even in the top 5 though. To be fair.
She's just smiling too. She's like, she's shaking her head.
All right.
She has wet hair. She just got out of the shower. She doesn't want to come out here and freeze.
If oatmeal cream pie is 1, I'm done. Well, guess what, Dad Berman? You just literally sucked off Greg for like a half hour. Greg
Well, there you
he's
go.
already picked it, so pick your side of the lane, brother.
Yeah. Oatmeal cream pie has to be one.
All
If
right,
it's-
ladies and gentlemen, the number one
I'm gonna
Little
be
Debbie
pissed if it's not.
by the Rank King is licorice bar. No, I'm just kidding. Oatmeal cream pies.
All right.
So oatmeal cream
At
pies.
least one is good.
Oatmeal cream pies is my 3 behind Swiss cake rolls and Nutter bars, but oatmeal cream pies never upset.
Oatmeal cream pie is the classic.
So
It's
Top,
like
top 4 is okay. I'm okay with the top 4.
So I would do Swiss cake rolls, then nutty, then oatmeal, then cosmic, then honey,
yeah,
then zebra, and then the other 3 are interchangeable.
yeah.
for
For me, cosmic brownies in my top
me.
5.
That's a weird one, right?
It is.
Okay, I felt weird when I saw it, and I was like, maybe I'm
No,
crazy.
cosmic brownies in my top 5. Cosmic brown.
yeah,
Ooh,
cosmic
here's what I'll
brownies,
say.
yep.
Here's what I will add in. Have you ever finished a honey bun and have been happy about it?
No.
No. That's a valid point.
You
I'm always
always
so sick.
you get it from the vending machine, you take one bite, and you go, why the fuck did I buy this?
Exactly.
That's true.
That's fair.
That's
No,
very
for
true.
me, oatmeal cream pie, nutty buddy,
Cream pie's safe.
cosmic brownie. I'll put
Zebra
Swiss.
cake,
I'll
though.
put Swiss cake in there, and I'll put zebra cake in there. Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
the birthday
Zebra
cake out.
cake's so good.
Yeah,
And you get 2 of them so you can share them. That's nice. I
Trade
like
them.
yeah,
I don't share shit.
Yeah.
yeah. So before we go, I feel like Elsas wants to give us some college football stuff because he had a lot to say earlier in the show, and I want to give him his
wanna
just
talk-
due.
I want to do. Let's do about an hour and a half of college football.
Yeah. Everybody's favorite fucking sport.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. I do want to because you're right. You did want to bring it up, and we obviously got caught with time. But I mean, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and this
I got
is
more
and this
beer.
is a weird weekend too because a lot of games got canceled. The
Anastasia
SEC's
says this
yeah.
is where I leave. Anastasia, you leave the chat so you can come on and join
yeah,
us.
like yeah, that's a very valid
I
point.
think she already signed off.
All right.
Aw.
She's shaking her
Well,
head still.
there's a little
She's
trash
saying
can next to her name. I'm just gonna hit that. And
Ooh. we deleted you. So I want to talk about how much of a bummer it is that Clemson maybe kind of is like on the ropes as far as getting into the playoffs.
So
But
That's just kind of college football. I don't-
Yeah,
you
it
get it.
is.
Yeah.
But what I do want to talk about is DJ. I'm gonna try to say it. Here we go. Ueangalele.
that's pretty good.
Better
yeah.
than when Greg and I
Okay,
tried to
cool.
do Albert O's last name.
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
that's a
The
butchering.
worst.
No,
he tore his ACL,
no.
by the way, Greg. If you didn't see.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
That's our guy.
Yeah.
That's our baby.
I didn't realize he was injured.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, but no, go ahead,
So-
Josh.
But DJ, I think he's a sophomore at Clemson.
Yep.
Mhm.
Is going to be one of the most exciting quarterbacks to watch over the next 2 years and should have an incredible NFL career. He has the body type of a Lamar Jackson where he's got the size to run the ball, but he also has a legitimate arm where he can air the ball out downfield. He has some great target ability. He was able to do some dink and dunk stuff.
You said
I
a
mean,
lot
he's
of
gonna be-
names there that I'm going to hold you to.
Okay. And Derek, I was so impressed with the past 2 weeks
Okay.
that he has played that like I legitimately
Did he play
think
2 weeks?
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks.
Boston College
that,
and Notre
yeah,
Dame.
that happened quick. I forgot about Boston. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't. Wow, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. And he kept up with Notre Dame. I mean, he really did.
Did that go to
kept
overtime?
them-
It did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Double
for
overtime.
Sure. You're right, Josh.
So like I really think that he's a guy to watch moving forward. And I know that we like the NFL draft a lot. So that's a guy whose name I want in your brains now because next year I think he's gonna be a stud.
Can I give you one name that you
Sure.
should, Josh, whenever you bring up this argument, one name that you should 100% bring up all the time?
Okay.
Tua Tagovailoa. Tua
Yeah.
Tagovailoa was a highly touted candidate coming into Alabama, a school that does not promote their quarterbacks at all. Stepped
Right.
into a game against Georgia
Yeah.
and
Yep.
lit the world on fire.
Yes,
Now,
he
now
sure did.
this guy, is it Uaga
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Ueangalele.
My dude. So Chief, Scamp. Yeah, Sport. He is, I mean, he's a tremendous quarterback. He didn't light the world the way that Tua did, and he wasn't as highly touted. But the one thing that comes out of that conversation is that Alabama never had a highly touted quarterback. So for
Right.
Tua to go there was a big thing, and blah 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 blah. The difference here is that Clemson has since, I mean, their most prominent ever in the college spectrum past this generation is Taj Boyd,
Yeah.
I would say, who holds records.
Yes.
And then you get into Kelly Bryant, who got beat out by Trevor Lawrence. So you talk about it now, it's like this big, they are the college football quarterback school. I think this guy has a good path, the same exact way that I think Anastasia Lands has a good path into the Thoughts on the Bench universe once again. Anastasia, I have a question. Have you been reached out by any agents for your previous wrestling work?
Apparently.
Recently? Oh, no. So
not
we have you under
recently.
contract for 22 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Josh signed it for you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in the marriage certificate, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get that going tomorrow.
All right, appreciate it. How are the mountains treating you?
What'd you think of Austin's ranking?
Yeah, can we pull that up real quick? Did
Mm,
you see it?
I saw it, but I didn't read till 10.
I mean, that is
So
a
Zebra
totally
Cake
fair
was
approach.
10.
Was Star Crunch on there?
Star Crunch was not on there.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he had oatmeal cream pie at 1.
You know.
Let me
make what you like.
make sure my mom and dad are not. Okay, my
Cosmic
mom's not.
Brownie was out of the conversation though. That was not on the
7.
top.
It was 7.
Cosmic Brownie was 7.
I think your education influences your Little Debbie ranking.
Wow.
Wow.
Not like because I went to Baldwin, we had
Right.
like different Little Debbie snacks.
Yeah,
Probably
you had
been, like
the spectrum.
yeah,
Yeah. So you're saying out at Kiski they maybe only had
yeah. They
like
had
oatmeal cream
they only
pie
had
and
the honey
buns.
buns and
Wow.
not the good ones.
Wow. There you go.
That's funny.
Well, at least I'm not stuck in California. So
Ooh.
yeah, ups and downs, ups and downs.
Chocolate
Fuck
cupcakes.
you, Anastasia. Fuck you.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Oh God, that was great.
She said, "Okay, bye."
All right. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was the Pac-12 for the entire season is going to play a game at 9 a.m. their time.
Yep.
The first game they played was USC and Arizona State. It was awesome. Like Pac-12 football is kind of like everything you want in NFL football, where there's no defense, it's all throwing, and it's awesome. Like it's just like huge play after huge play after huge play. And I thoroughly enjoyed watching that game. And I think it's something that moving forward, Pac-12 getting a little bit more exposure is going to be a good thing for them in the rankings, but also just like, man, it's fun football to watch.
That does have to suck for them though, because you would think about it. They probably have to get up. Every player has to get up at like 5 a.m. Go through, have like breakfast. Go through walkthroughs at what 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Get
Something like
dressed and
that,
all that, and then
yep.
kick off at 9 a.m. I mean, like it's no wonder the stats are all over the place. Probably half of them are still asleep and all that. Maybe hungover even at some point too.
Well, I mean, that's Pac-12 football.
That
I
is
mean,
true.
You think of Waz State is the air raid offense, right?
Yeah.
Like Mike Leach. So that's kind of like that's always their game. Also, USC, they'll probably win the Pac-12. I would love to see them. Well, it's either them or Oregon, but like I would love to see them in a college football playoff because they will rain the ball down on whoever they play. And if you get one of these traditional Big Ten type schools, I don't know that like a Wisconsin or Ohio State could handle it, but like a Wisconsin definitely could not handle that type of air raid offense. It's a lot of fun to watch, and it's now on at 1 with all the other major conferences, and it's worth a watch.
Yeah.
I will add though, Timmy asked us to talk about Justin Fields versus Trevor Lawrence. I
Ooh.
just wanted to throw this out there. The gap between the two of them is a lot shorter than we expect. The gap between
Yes.
Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence is obviously clearly, no doubt in my mind, the number 1 overall pick and should be.
Yes,
But the gap for their ceilings are very close.
it is. And here's the thing too. If you put this is going to be weird to say, but if you put Justin Fields on the New York Jets over Trevor Lawrence, I feel like Justin Fields performs better.
Justin Fields, he's a little more creative in the
Yes.
pocket, and so here's the
He
funny
can-
thing is like
he can work with a bad offensive line.
agreed.
Yeah. And in
Trevor
ter-
Lawrence is
here's-
going to turn into Andrew Luck.
Yes. Trevor Lawrence is going to turn into Andrew Luck if he doesn't have a good offensive line.
Here's the deal though, is that Trevor Lawrence could also turn into Tom Brady. Where if drafted by the right team and the right insane,
Tom Brady
coach and the
wasn't
right
Tom Brady
system.
though.
I understand that Tom Brady wasn't Tom Brady and that Trevor Lawrence is highly he's put on a pedestal versus what Tom Brady was. But like I think very highly of Trevor Lawrence, and I think that he'll be the best quarterback drafted out of college, ready to play college football in maybe the past 10 years. Like I legitimately
still believe
think
Andrew
he's that
Luck
good.
was a far superior product when it came to the ability to transition, but I don't hate that statement at all. I do want to play a fun
Right.
game, and let's close the show out on this.
Sure.
If you could give a ceiling and a floor, which are the same fucking things, Derek.
Yeah.
A ceiling, no, ceiling and floor are different.
They
Oh,
are
you were
different.
good.
Wow,
That's
I
the
definitely thought I
ceiling.
messed up.
This is the floor.
The ceiling is the roof. The ceiling is the roof.
floor.
The ceiling is the
Ceiling
roof.
is the roof.
Floor.
I thought I said the ceiling is the roof, and I was like, did I do that? For both Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. Josh, you go
Sure.
first. Like, and I
Okay.
mean by ceiling and floor, I mean an actual NFL comp. So if you need
Okay.
me or Greg to go first,
So-
let me know.
So ceiling for Trevor Lawrence is Tom Brady. The floor is Phillip Rivers.
The ceiling is the single greatest quarterback that has ever played the game ever in any endeavor ever, and the floor is the most frustrated.
I mean, but
I don't hate it.
If he ends up a Jet, you know what I mean? Like he's fucked. Anyway, so that's for Trevor Lawrence, and then for Justin Fields, his floor is like Mike Vick. You know what I mean? Where like he's kind of like a flash in the pan. It was an incredible flash, but it didn't last. And his ceiling.
Did you just say his floor is arguably the most athletic quarterback that has ever played the position ever?
Dude, he is incredibly athletic.
Justin Fields is very athletic, but to give him the floor of the most athletic quarterback ever.
I'm sorry, but do you know what I mean? Like as far as
Okay,
like the
I-
flash in the pan type scenario, where like
Understandable.
Mike Vick could have been
more the concept than the play style.
Right,
Okay,
right,
sorry,
right.
I got you.
And
I got you,
then
I got you.
his ceiling, man, like it's weird to give him a comp of like a like if you gave Tyrod Taylor a starting, it's not even the right. That's so wrong. Like, do you remember when Donovan McNabb led the Eagles to the Super Bowl? How electric he was that year?
Yes.
That's kind of where he could play his whole career that way.
Okay.
Where he's outside the pocket, extending plays, kind of a Big Ben type scenario, but he's more athletic than Big Ben. Where he's
that's right.
once he's outside the pocket, he's so fucking good.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah, I
They
agree with
talk
that.
about that with Patty Mahomes all the time, where he rolls out of the pocket, and that's why like he causes problems for that offensive line. Like Justin Fields outside the pocket is one of the most calm quarterbacks I've ever seen. Like I love him outside the pocket.
Josh, you're not.
Yeah.
Josh, I like the
Agree with that.
comparison.
Yeah.
I think for Justin Fields though a better ceiling for him would be Randall Cunningham.
Is that your ceiling for him?
That's my ceiling
Okay.
for him. Yes. And the reason
What
I
did he amount to?
Randall Cunningham was a damn good
He was,
quarterback.
yeah,
man.
for the Eagles
was
back
a
in the day.
damn good quarterback for that
alright.
man.
Yeah.
Hall of
Okay.
Famer.
A bit older, but yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Like if he would have like had more around him, I think he would have been
Cool,
like
cool,
level
cool,
of
cool.
elite. I see that in him. Floor. I mean, I think like in terms of floor, I don't want to say this is disrespectful, but I could see Tyrod Taylor, like in terms of that, like floor.
Yeah.
Like like that's not the worst possible thing.
If
Now,
he goes to the wrong place.
right.
I mean,
that
that's
is
with
the big thing.
everything.
That's the big thing here. Now, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, his ceiling to me is Peyton Manning. Because of-
cerebral.
Yeah, his ceiling for me is Peyton Manning because he's
That
got,
was something I had in my head. I agree
Yeah.
with that 100%. But I
His-
thought that maybe that was a little too.
No.
lofty.
That's
Yeah, I agree.
that's very spot on. He's got the intelligence. He has the arm, and he's got the leadership capabilities of a Peyton Manning. That is his absolute
Yep.
ceiling. His floor, I would say, is an Eli Manning, because
Oh.
he has all the physical traits. He's got the physical traits. He's got the leadership capabilities, but he's always just not as good as his brother. He's always gonna be he's gonna be known for his interceptions. He takes chances, and I feel like that's gonna be the floor for him.
I don't really
I don't hate that at all.
hate that. It's just an interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, so Justin Fields for me, his floor, and when I say floor, it's like the bottom of where I believe this individual will kind of go or end up. He's very athletic. I like the cat. I think he can move very well. For me, his floor and the understanding of that comes from, well, let's start with the ceiling, because I think the fucking future of Justin Fields.
Right.
And
Right.
by I think if we're gonna talk about the nth degree he can possibly be, and I don't mean to categorize, but very much so Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
Absolutely.
Purpose being athlete, purpose being vision, purpose being that Russell Wilson is a pocket passer that doesn't break until he has to, and that
Yeah.
fits Justin Fields. Now that is like a ceiling.
Yeah.
Right.
He's even bigger than Russell too, which
Right.
helps.
Very much so.
There's two guys I thought of for his floor as well, Teddy Bridgewater and Cam Newton, but without the physical trait.
Okay.
Yeah, he's such a better passer than Cam ever was, though. He can drop back and throw the ball when he needs to
In college,
what
to be
we're-
fair.
in college, but at Ohio State's offense, which is a little bit more complex than what Cam played in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, but that's where I think the major differences between the two of them is that, like, if Justin Fields has to throw the ball in the fourth quarter to come back, he can. I never thought Cam could.
And I think that's fair. And for me, honestly, the baseline of what Justin Fields can be is kind of an interesting one for me. And I know that this will probably get a decent amount of flack, but the baseline for me, not attitude-wise, not willingness to learn-wise, but production and career-wise, is Jay Cutler. Because
Sure.
we knew wherever he went, Jay Cutler could throw the ball. We
Yeah.
knew Jay
Right.
Cutler was good. It was
Right.
more of like, does that system fit him? Does that coaching staff fit him? And there's
Right.
nothing about Justin Fields' inability to move to it. But if you're going to transfer away from Georgia, there's going to be some questions.
Yeah, Jay Cutler does strike me as the gunslinger type. That's for sure. He takes a lot of chances. I think Fields has a little bit more feel to the game than Cutler did.
Until he gets put into Chicago
Until
Bears
he gets put in
uniform.
Chicago. That is very true.
Right,
That is very
right.
true.
Yeah,
That
you're
is
the
very
face
true.
of the Denver Broncos.
Yes.
Well, I better start
Right.
launching it.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
I think Cutler had one of the better arms we've seen recently. I think Cutler had some of the best talent we've seen, and I like to put Cutler as a lot of guys' floor because there's still that essence of productivity.
He's
without-
like the most raw that you could possibly want from a
Right.
quarterback, but he
It's
was
pedigree.
never coached up.
It's pedigree. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's
100%.
pedigree.
So then we get to Trevor Lawrence's floor, in my opinion, is one that Greg will most likely despise, but my floor for him is Jared Goff. A game manager guy that gets put into a great system. Think about it. You give that face, but Ryan Leaf was a better prospect than Trevor Lawrence. Now, you
That's
talk
true.
about this.
It's
so
true.
To give a floor
Yeah.
for a guy that is still a starter, that is a multimillionaire in the NFL, that has led his team to a Super Bowl, I do not think is that bad. And if Trevor Lawrence, at his rawest degree, goes to the Jets, he at the absolute least will be what the coaching staff makes him.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. All right, what's his ceiling?
I didn't write anything down because he easily could be the single greatest quarterback of all time.
Easily could be.
So I wrote, now I'm going to write Tim Tebow.
I think the most telling thing that I saw on Saturday was that every offensive sideline huddle, right, like every timeout, every whatever, he was in DJ's ear.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
Has
he
to be.
was standing next to him. He was talking him up. He was like, they come back to the sidelines and they're talking about the plays. I mean, like Trevor Lawrence was more engaged on the sideline than he looks when he plays.
Oh, for sure.
And that's like a Peyton Manning thing. That's a Tom Brady thing to me, where you're so engaged in a game you're not even playing in. That's like a huge, like he wore his jersey. He was on the side. He could have been in a tracksuit. He had his jersey on
Yeah.
because he wanted everybody. to
I'm
know
my
he
own
was-
girlfriend, god damn it.
Right.
All right. So I actually was going to, right after you were done talking, I was going to shut the show down, but Greg had to use the restroom, which is totally fine because I already did 62 times. So the next question I have for you is, in all seriousness, the gentleman, and I don't want to get too in-depth on it, but the gentleman for Penn State, they can't play anymore. Did you see about that?
No, what's that?
Running back, he had a greatest teammate in America, Smalls, who is Journey Brown. Journey Brown has to completely retire because of a heart condition from football completely, 100%. He is no longer eligible to play in any facet. He's very much a Chris Bosh situation.
Well, it sounds like what's the Rutgers guy?
The gentleman in the air, is it in the
Eric,
yeah.
Rutgers football player
Yeah,
paralyzed. Eric LeGrand.
LeGrand, thank you.
That's
I was gonna
kinda
say it
what that
wasn't
sounds
Eric
like.
Ash because that's not what. But yeah.
Yeah, Eric
Journey Brown, thank you,
LeGrand.
Smalls.
And you know what? I know firsthand what Eric LeGrand means to that program at Rutgers, and you know, it's heartbreaking anytime somebody has to give up their fucking dream.
Yeah.
And a guy who was arguably healthy until
thickened
like a
heart
week
muscle,
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that sucks. But I know that Penn State will do the right thing, and that guy will be around that program for the rest of his life, or as long as he wants to.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it's a shitty compilation prize,
Yeah.
but
Well, that's what, and the only thing I really have to bank it off of is the simple fact that Chris Bosh, who had been offered a multi-year extension, which I believe was a 5-year contract for $110 million for the Houston Rockets, and turned it down to play for Miami Heat with Dwayne Wade, then gets the heart condition and doesn't get any of that money no matter where he goes. It's just, you understand the money behind it, but
right.
All right, so that will on the very somber note of Journey Brown, we will end the show currently.
Also, Rutgers is fucking good this year. Woohoo! Thank you, Shimano.
Screaming to the mountains. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Josh, thank you for being on for your Zoom thing. You apparently will be back in the Pennsylvania state next week.
I fly home Saturday, boys, so I'll see you soon.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Guys, everybody that donated, thank you so much for, Denny and Smalls for being the top two, and then LSS obviously coming in here.
Still haven't hit 2,000, by the way, so I guess no one's going to meet us at Stinky's.
No one's meeting us at Stinky's. All
apparently
right.
not, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been 2 Beers Deep. We will catch you. Denny.
You got another one.
Denny drops 100 bits to put him at 1,900. He will not hit the 2,000 to meet us at Stinky's. Sorry, Denny. Ladies and gentlemen.
That's close enough.
It basically is. Guys, we will catch you next week on 2 Beers Deep. Thank you all for tuning in, for donating. Half that money will obviously go to Movember. Josh, thank you. Go hang out with your friends and treat yourself, and we are going to Stinky's.
Treat yourself.
Get me a cod mother.
Will do.
I will be getting fish, that is for sure.
There you go.
No.